don't even go by it.
On 100.5 ESPN.
If you call me Mark, I'm fine. I like my name. I like my name a lot.
The ESPN Wisconsin app.
Wilde and Tausch.
And ESPN Madison on YouTube.
It's Wilde and Touch, isn't it?
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
It is the Friday edition, the live from Steinhoff's on the Beltline in Madison, their West location edition. It takes a village to get Wilde and Tausch on the air, and we are so lucky to have such great teammates who made that happen edition. And the Tucker Craft, what's that old movie, Network? I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore.
I don't know. I've never heard of it, so I don't. You're on.
Oh, and I don't know. Oh, imagine that. And I don't know.
That's a little different than asking what's going on at practice, but fair enough.
I'm Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, everything you need on the all-new, all-redesigned, all-free, and all-customizable ESPN Wisconsin app, which you can find both in the Android and Apple app stores. I'm Jason Wilde, normally in Green Bay. Jesse Nelson was here momentarily. He is headed back, I'm told, but he had some troubleshooting to do, so he is on his way back to Steinhoff's. And alongside me, which usually means bad news for our program, it is the Packers Hall of Famer. It is Mark Tausch. Tausch, good morning. Great to see you. How are you?
I love that you're hovering over me. That's good.
I don't like to sit.
No,
my energy's better, and then if I move too much...
hoping we could put you behind this Steinhoff. What is this called?
Kind of credenza?
No, it's like a...
bookshelf?
I feel like that's where you
bookcase?
Walk in the house and you can like throw stuff. That's what this looks like. But it's got a nice little arch to it. Yeah, it's always good to see you, Jason. This will probably be our last time we see each other for a while, too.
You sound so disappointed.
No, I
don't. Yeah, well, the Badgers have a bye week. The Packers have a big Sunday night game in Dallas. And Micah Parsons is returning to his old stomping grounds where he is still paying for a suite in the stadium.
Quick question before you get into Micah and Tucker and everything else.
My.
So our freshman football team stinks. Okay, Max's team.
Are you coaching it?
No. Our coaches are doing the best they can. There's different levels of, like, what are they doing, like, on the other team, right? I mean, they're smoking.
Like, schematically?
No. Have you ever heard of a team? I mean, they are cooking us. It was 28-0 at half. It probably could have been more. Have you ever heard of a team taking a team photo on the road in the opposing team's end zone during halftime? Have you ever heard of that?
No, I haven't.
I don't know if there could be anything more disrespectful, like running a play up 60-0, whatever it is.
Sure.
I don't know if I don't think I've ever seen. I did like a triple check. Like, is there a team photo? Are they doing a team photo in our end zone down there? And sure enough, they were. And well, no big deal. Like,
And you're not talking about when like the Packers defense gets a takeaway.
No.
And they go down by the cameras in the end zone, and that group all poses.
It's not like the defense goes and makes a turnover.
Right.
This literally was the coaches. I think they had their administration. They had the kids. They're all perched and like doing poses in the end zone, taking photos
At halftime. Were they in a rush to get back to wherever they're located? I don't know who you were facing.
It is I think a 20. First off, way too long of a halftime for JV football. Way too long. But I'm not going to get into that. So you have, let's say it's 15 minutes. It should be 6. So our kids run out and go to like the lot. It's underneath the great stadium, way too big of a stadium for high school. That's another conversation. But it's a big stadium.
A lot of conversations we're saving.
I know Hunter's been out there a bunch. It's great. It's a great stadium.
Facility.
And the other team will just go in there in the other end zone. But they literally, like, they weren't scheming. They didn't need to scheme anything up. I mean, they would have beaten us with whatever scheme they wanted.
Uh-huh.
But then they went down there and they brought the photog out. And they took team photos. I was literally thinking, I don't know if there's anything more disrespectful that I could do as a team than that.
Yeah,
like, is there something that you
could?
No,
that's pretty good.
It's on the road, too. If it was at their house, even then, it's still rude. But this was a level of arrogance that I just was like, wow.
So, and were there any theories as to why, other than rubbing your faces in it, was there any theory as to why they would do this? Like, seriously, did they have homecoming festivities at the school going on that they wanted to get back for?
It was no. What do you mean?
Your team was at home or their team?
No, we were at Sun Prairie Bank of Sun Prairie Stadium.
So I'm saying, did this team did they have to get on the buses right away and get back? They had
on a Thursday night?
I don't know.
No,
that's what I'm saying. It's just
I literally think they felt like, you know what, we're going to smoke these guys, and by the way, they did.
What was the final?
I'm not going to get into it.
Did we get on the board?
No, we didn't.
It was a shutout.
It was tough. But there would be no reason. Like, there wasn't, it makes no sense to me. I'd love
that's
to
what
get
I'm
an
asking is, was there some, why, other than to rub your noses in the fact that they're dominating you, why would you take the picture then? Why are you that pressed for time?
I don't know.
After the game is over.
And don't you usually think, for the photos, for, the program and stuff, don't you do that, before the season? I legit don't know.
Yes.
I've never seen it ever.
Were they so dominant that their jerseys were still pristinely clean for the photo?
Their jerseys were fine. That's for sure. I don't know. Listen, man, they kicked our keister. They were a lot better. No, all those things are definitely fair. I just don't understand taking a photo on someone else's field at halftime in the end zone was absurd to me.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to make sure I was on the same page.
No, you certainly are.
Okay.
I find it interesting, though, that you have not mentioned the school, which clearly is on purpose. Do you feel like this is not something you'd like to publicize?
Well, no, because there's.
I could check the scoreboard somewhere.
We have friends in that city. There were some people, and I was mentioning it to everybody that I knew that was coming through. Like, have you ever heard of this? And I'm not going to mention the name of the city.
Okay. Do we know because
I'll just say this: it has two. There's two. It is a blank. It's not it's not Middleton.
It was a blank.
It's not Verona. It's a bum.
Okay.
So.
And you said folks in this town. Do you have any knowledge of this having happened? Have they done this to other teams?
I haven't done any research, and I don't plan to. I would think not, but maybe this is their shtick. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I hope the photo turned out well for them. Because clearly the game did.
Sure, they probably had the scoreboard in there. I would think. I would have. If you're going to do that, you might as well put the scoreboard in.
Why don't you do it after the game then, when it really looks good?
Oh, there's another game after that. You can't. Maybe that's why they did it. Yeah, it was absurd, but I digress.
So how are your freshmen and the other freshmen dealing with the disappointment of the defeat and the what can only be described as taunting?
Oh, I don't even know if they know about the photo. Oh. Because our kids were off to the side. They were out, warming up by the time the kid. They took a 10-minute photo, and then they went and stretched. I mean, that wasn't.
Well, I got to stay limber.
Yes. So I don't know how the kids are.
Well, it'll be a great motivational tool.
Yeah, maybe. Probably not, but maybe. We'll see.
Okay. I am eager for things to turn around for Max and his teammates. Do you have some matchups down the road that maybe will be more evenly matched than this one was?
No, I don't think so. But we'll see. I'm always going to hold out hope that there is. So we'll see.
You're
I know next week.
optimist.
I know next week's going to probably be worse.
Oh,
if I'm just being honest.
So the boys have that to look forward to.
Yeah, Wanakee is
nice.
really good. So we'll probably struggle. Wanakee's youth is, they're pretty stacked. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm not anticipating big things in the Wanakee game either.
Do you anticipate them taking a could this
maybe
be
maybe this will be the new thing that you play. Yeah. I would bet that they don't take photos.
I would hope not. All right, so how is that? Did that impact your mood at all? Did you think, this is content, or did you think?
No, I thought it was content.
Kinda
and then I started thinking, what could be more disrespectful? And I literally don't know what could be. Like, there's taunting and everything else, but this is like one of those passive aggressive, like, oh my God, taunts. So that was the only thing. So yeah, it gave me content. Of course, I jotted it down in my notes and knew that I'd bring it up. But outside of that, it is what it is.
A shutout leaves you very little to cheer for as a parent, offensively and defensively. What's that like our girls have been on losing teams and disappointing outcomes. That's got to be rough.
You would think it's not as rough as you'd think. You understand kind of where you're at. You just want to make sure that everybody's playing hard. If everybody's playing hard, I'm fine with it.
Well, at least that we can bring in Tucker Kraft for a pep talk for the boys. Maybe that'll get them going because he certainly had plenty to say yesterday. We will get into that as we roll on. Do you think Jesse will be back at any point?
I don't see a ton of food, so I'm going to guess no.
That's
I would think if there's not like a grill and brats, or if it was like down with Murph with pancakes getting flipped around, he'd be here. I think the fact that we don't have a ton of food, I would think, is probably saying he's going to stay back.
Well, we will keep an eye out for his triumphant return, but we do have a lot to get to as the Packers get ready for the Micah Parsons-less Dallas Cowboys. Did a conference call yesterday with your guy Kenny Clark. Always enjoy hearing from him, and he's looking forward to facing his former team. Smaller story compared to the Micah Parsons story, but we all wrote it yesterday. I will be curious to see what your headline sounds like because maybe we can incorporate some halftime photos into the theme as well. But before we can get to any of that, you need to tell us about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
And when a customer chooses Pella, one of the most important things to them is honoring that trust and commitment. A lot of customers, they might have apprehensions about inviting someone out to their home, but when you see the experience and professionalism, you can trust them with bringing your project to life. Their vision is to be the company that people want to do business with. Order by the end of the month. Get 0% interest for up to 5 years. Visit PellaWI.com today to learn more.
We are live from the Steinhoff store on the West Beltline in Madison. Swing on by. Some great deals, but more importantly, you get to see us, which is always a highlight. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio. The Milwaukee Brewers, the Cincinnati Reds.
Stevenson, flare, shallow right. Freelick coming on. Freelick dives. He caught it.
Tonight on 100.5 ESPN.
Wisconsin sports fans, Brian Balaga here from my friends at Surfside. Football season is back, and we're bringing you your tailgate must-have. There's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside to enjoy while you cheer on your home team. Made with real vodka and real brewed tea, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Ask for it at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
Since 1956, Holman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Hallman Lindsay has grown over the years to 26 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Hallman Lindsay has the paint you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Hallman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Looking to join an international quality golf club right here in Madison? For a limited time at TPC Wisconsin, enjoy full golf privileges and all club amenities without full dues. Pay just $150 per month through March to maintain your full golf membership with no golf dues until April 1st. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Schedule a tour or submit a membership inquiry at tpcwisconsin.com and start enjoying the private golf club experience you deserve. That's tpcwisconsin.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
Packers fans, your next quick trip run could score you the ultimate win. Cruising into tailgate season in a brand new Chevy Silverado RST, or blazing the trails on a new Polaris Sportsman 570, or grilling like an MVP with your new Pit Boss Ultimate Liftoff Griddle. Whoa, every dollar you spend at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards earns you a point in the Packers fan zone. So come in and get winning. No purchase necessary. Full details at quicktrip.com/sweepstakes.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Don't ever see you sober if I'm breathing. Racing to the moonlight and I'm speeding. I'm headed to the
I see
stars,
donuts,
ready to go
so I gotta
far.
think Jesse's on his way at some point.
Oh yeah.
So we got that going for us, which is nice. Live from Steinhoff's Off the Beltline in Madison, it is Wilde and Tausch. We already got a few fans. Dale and Reedsburg has stopped by. Got a few more that have trickled in, so we always enjoy that. Tausch, are you... I like the fact that Tucker Kraft is using his voice, but is there any peril in that?
What are you? Just why don't you tell us what you're thinking? Like, what did he say that bothered you? Because obviously he said something that.
No, he actually said something that I really liked, which was we have the best
defense. Is that what he said or not?
We should go. I did have a conversation with Sheed yesterday. His answers were very brief.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
How are you? You feel like you'll be able to go on Sunday? I know you've been dealing with an injury. I'm good. Okay, good talk. It was about a minute and a half. But Tucker Kraft talked about where the offense is making mistakes. And again, I have learned a lot from you. You always want to probably talk more about what you're doing than what other people are doing.
Correct.
At least publicly.
Yep.
But here's what Tucker and by the way, I want to get to this too. He had a great line about how, and maybe this is included in there, how we have the best defense in the league.
Defensive-led football team.
Right. And our offense has to do more its part.
I agree.
So people know how great our defense is. So that I liked. I'm curious what you think of this.
You know, we did great week 1, week 2, coming out, trying to put points on the board. We just got to stick to that. It doesn't matter if we're home or away. We're going to come out on the first drive and try to get points on the board. That is just the demand of our offense. The defense needs us to play like that so we can play complementary to them. They hold the team, you know, to 13 points in the fourth quarter. It was 10-0 up until the fourth quarter. That's remarkable. Not a lot of defenses are doing that. We have the best defense in the NFL, so we just have to help them out. You know, we're beating ourselves up and we're getting behind the sticks with pre-snap penalties and you know, we're fed up with our own mistakes, and we just gotta be able to limit those in the future and continue to move on.
We're fed up with our own mistakes.
Yeah.
You like that?
I love it. It's accountability, and it's his group. Now, if he's saying our offense is awesome, the defense stinks, and Micah, what the heck? No, I wouldn't like that. But anytime you're holding your own unit, and you know what? He's got a C on his chest. This isn't some slappy that, an injured guy coming and saying, oh, you guys really need to pick this up. He's out there. He's fighting through things, and the offense has not been good enough. That's fairly obvious to see. And, again,
Did you feel that way after the first 2 games when they had only 27 points and they could have had more?
The first 2 games were it's early in the season. Like, this offense isn't humming yet. They're missing guys. It's been a choppy preseason. Like, I am not remotely worried about this offense. I do think you can't just sit there, and this is always the thing about, well, if you win all these games, you know, have all these great rugs out here at Steinhoff. Everything gets swept under them. Like, if you lose,
ooh, that was good. I like that.
You'll get it swept under. When you lose a game, everybody will be like, 14 blanket penalties? Look at how sloppy our protection, all this. There's an urgency, even though you won a game, or in last week's case, where you lose, everybody is heightened. It's just, I can't really explain it. If you're 3-0 and you go into that Monday meeting, guys will probably be sitting like, oh, you know, if you're 2-1, you just had a bad loss, and that door, and I know the building's different now, but the door swings open, whoop, everybody's sitting up like this. There's just that difference of attention to detail, and the great teams figure that out, that it doesn't matter if you win or lose, you do it. You always are on alert like that. Last game, and especially on the offensive side of the ball, the way what Tucker didn't say is those 10 points were gift wrapped by our offense. So they need to be better. They know they need to be better, and I love the fact that Tucker's not afraid to say that.
So you've always said that you could coach harder off of wins. In this instance, though, because it's a bad loss and they felt – I was talking to Xavier McKinney yesterday, and I was taken aback by what he said about the idea that, we thought we'd already won the Super Bowl. Like, if that was the vibe he was getting from the locker room, that 2-0 made you feel like you were had already arrived, then that is not what you're looking for from a team either. And I was surprised that he saw that, but that's another captain who is giving his perspective on what the vibe was. But you think this loss, you can coach hard on it because you had no business losing the game to begin with.
It's one thing when you feel like the ego or your team might be a little fragile. If that's the case, then you have to kind of tread around. That is not the case from this. And I think Xavier's points, is more about what he's hearing from the head coach and understanding they have these leadership council meetings and everything else. You understand what the messaging needs to be, and when you think that you've arrived and then you get beat, talk about it and say, we haven't arrived.
Well, we'll see if that continues to be an issue or not. I'm curious to see what their mentality is when they face the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas on Sunday Night Football. A lot of the focus has been on Micah Parsons returning to Dallas. Like Jesse,
I'll say this. I'm going to be very concerned There's Gel. He's back. If we don't score 24+, I'll be very concerned about our offense this week.
So the Dallas Cowboys are among the worst teams in the league in scoring defense.
They stink. They stink.
So what constitutes obviously winning the game first?
Yep, win it. But you got to score more. This offense needs to start getting into gear, and I understand that there's issues. Oh, Jesse brought me a coffee. Appreciate you, bro. That's nice of you. The offense needs to start showing signs, and there's a bye week coming, and you're sipping my coffee?
It's got a cover on it. You would never drink one out of it.
That's where I think this group needs to go, and there's no doubt to me this defense is going to be what it's going to be. It's going to be what this offense.
What it already,
it's going to be better.
No, it's going to be no doubt in your mind.
This will be a top 5 defense, and I believe will be a dominant defense throughout the year. They've played their better offenses. They're going to see for the vast majority of the season already. They're going to start playing some clunkers. What do you think they're going to do then? What we saw in Cleveland is what we're going to see. Dallas will be a test. Their O-line is beat up. This needs to be I think, a resounding win. I know they'll be happy if they get out of there with a win. But I think offensively we need to see some things this weekend.
If it turned into a shootout like they had with the Giants a couple of weeks ago, what is that going to do to your confidence or your belief in this team? Because we're talking about them being a defense-led team.
What constitutes a shootout? Like if they give up 30+?
Yeah, 31-28. What if Packers win 31-28?
I'll be happy they won. I'll be shocked that Dallas scored 28 points. Like I look at this group. Now if CD was there and their O-line was intact, I might say, okay, if they scored 20. I don't think, and this is a crazy thing to say. I don't think this team should give up more than 20 points a game to anybody. That's how much respect I have for what this defense should be. And that's going against whomever. Detroit, Washington, Cleveland, doesn't matter. If they give up more than 20 points a game in a single game, I feel like that would be disappointing.
They're averaging 14.7 points per game allowed. They lead the NFL in scoring defense through 3 games. They do have, they've got the Eagles down the road.
Let me say this. Now, if it's 31-14 and Dak goes and leads a junk touchdown at the end and it's 31-21, I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, the defense stinks.
Right.
Like I can promise you that. But if it gets to be where I don't see it, I don't know how this, because of the attitude and what we've seen so far, it's only going to get better as long as guys stay healthy. And that's why I'm excited that I think this team has big aspirations this year.
Well, and to your point, and I know Homer has different final scores for the 2 Packers wins because he subtracted the junk touchdowns. So that was a 27-3 game, if we're being honest, like in the Detroit game in the opener. It was 27-10 for all intents and purposes against Washington. 13-10, but it was 10-0, as you heard Tucker Kraft talk about in that clip. They have been what they want to be defensively, and to your point, it's only going to get better as long as they all stay healthy. That gives you a lot of leeway as an offense, but you would love to see them against a defense that has not been very good look like they get right, if you will.
Yeah, they need to be the offense needs to be a lot better, and I think it will be. I'm not, I don't know what it's going to end up eventually.
What kind of a burger are you expecting?
You'll find out in the headlines.
Oh, sounds like a tease.
Well, and I said it on Wisconsin's Morning News this morning too.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I wasn't tuned in. We appreciate everyone tuned in though to Wilde and Tausch live from the Steinhoff's location in Madison off the Beltline. We've got our green and gold game preview. Jesse has returned triumphantly, drinking Tausch's coffee. Did you consider bringing Tausch a coffee?
Yeah, that is really rude.
I'm a little surprised by that.
I'm not.
Really?
No, since he's been viral, his head's exploded.
A million views he got, I heard.
Oh, he's over a million.
I got a million
he
views.
himself, without Big Cat, 1.3 million views he's got, so now why would he go do anything nice for somebody else?
In fact, he expected Barry Alvarez to bring you coffee instead because it's really Jesse who made things go viral. Well, we will have our green and gold game preview, which will be – Jesse, are you going to – since you're so viral, are you going to do that or are you going to let Riley do it? No, you're gonna jump on? Okay, we look forward to Jesse joining us when he's done with your coffee. And to remind you, of course, we got a great partnership with Grubel Offices. One call, that's all. David and his team are the best in the business, and I hope you never have to call them. But if you do, there is no one else to call if you've been injured. 414-276-6666, 414-276-6666. Grubel Offices, one call, that's all. Our green and gold game preview is next. Live from Steinhoff's, it's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Mark Tauscher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison. The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
It's kickoff time at Metro Ford Madison, and we're bringing the heat with unbeatable truck deals. Get the 2025 F-150 Lightning with 0% APR for 72 months, $13.89 per $1,000 borrowed, or tackle any job with the 2024 F-150 or F-150 XLT, now at 2.9 APR for 66 months, $16.41 per $1,000 borrowed. These offers end September 30th, so don't fumble your chance to save. Visit MetroFordMadison.com and score your next truck today.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Want to join the fastest-growing home solar company in the nation and work in the fastest-growing industry in the world? Everlight Solar has open positions in the Madison area and in their newly open Milwaukee location. As Wisconsin's largest home solar company, Everlight Solar offers great opportunities to gain new skills and advance your career. Don't miss the chance to join the Everlight Solar team. Visit everlightsolar.com to apply today. Save money, save the planet, and start with Everlight Solar.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing zero sugar cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Ruger Law Offices. proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Hey Madison, it's John Audius. Today's Wisconsin volleyball broadcast is brought to you by the Gordon Flesh Company. Join me for the call of the match later today on 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
This ain't a good time, but when is it ever? I know the perfect time, and maybe that's never. So don't you dare leave me now, throw my heart on the ground. 'Cause tonight ain't the night for sorrow. But you can hurt me tomorrow. You can hurt me, 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 you can hurt me tomorrow. You can hurt me tomorrow. You can hurt me tomorrow. Girl, save it for tomorrow. If you could take a rain check on a stormy night, then I would love you till you're old like you're Betty White. You can hurt me any other day, pick a fight, but not on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday night. And I
Wilde and
don't
Tausch.
either, 'cause I got a song to write. I promise I'ma hear you out when the time is right. Let's have a talk.
This is why it's just so much better when we're nowhere near each other.
That team really did stink last night, didn't they?
Oh, Jesse. Wilde and Tausch live from Steinhoff's off the Beltline. Jesse Nelson has arrived. He has coffee for himself and no one else.
Yep.
Time now for the green and gold game preview.
Let's take a closer look at this week's matchup. This is the Green and Gold Game Preview.
By the way, when's the last time either of you brought me coffee?
I brought you donuts a ton of times.
That's not coffee.
I didn't even know you like coffee.
Everyone likes coffee.
Jesse, don't poke the bear, man.
Nah, that's what my specialty is, poking the bear.
Is it?
Nope. Our Green and Gold Game Preview. Big one.
What would you say your specialty is?
Voices.
Going viral on YouTube.
Yeah, voices
With the help
and
of Barry Alvarez.
Asking Barry Alvarez good
The
questions.
Jesse Nelson Show.
Our Green and Gold Game Preview for the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football here in Week 4 of the NFL season. Usually the first question I ask you guys in the Green and Gold Game Preview is what's the big storyline heading into this week's game? I think we might know what that answer is.
Micah Parsons.
Yes, thank you, Tausch. So instead, I ask you, who will be talked about more during the NBC broadcast of Sunday night's game? Micah Parsons or Jerry Jones?
Jerry Jones. I think Jerry Jones will be. Micah Parsons will make plays, but the camera and everything, the fact that Micah Parsons gets a lot of attention on every broadcast, right? Because he's making plays and people are circling him to see how they're blocking him. Mm-hmm. That's normal. Jerry is on screen a lot, but I think it will be a lot times 3 on Sunday. And that's why I'm going to say Jerry.
So I think they're going to spend some time talking about Jerry and his decisions, and that'll certainly be part of the broadcast. But I think given the state of affairs for the Dallas Cowboys and their offensive line, I think Micah Parsons is going to be celebrating a very productive return, and they will be talking a lot about how dominating he has been in the game. Okay. So I think he's going to get the nod. Disagree, circle gets the square.
I hope you're right. Question number 2 in our Green and Gold Game Preview. Which player besides Jordan Love or Micah Parsons will most impact the success the Green Bay Packers have on Sunday night?
Josh Jacobs. He has not really gotten going yet. The offensive line has been a big part of that. It has not blocked up to its standard. But Dallas, their defense is bad. And I think teams can, and I believe will, run on them. I don't know Kenny Clark's, I'm guessing he's going to play.
He made it very clear yesterday he is playing.
Okay. Very good. I'm glad he is. It would have been a bummer if he couldn't have. I think Josh Jacobs needs to really get going, and then you're going to see the play-action pass and the big-time stuff down the field that you've seen Dallas give up a ton of. My guess is they have to be looking at this and saying, they haven't run the ball that great. Let's see if that's going to be the formula for us stopping them, and we'll see if that is what it is.
So given if we could go a little off script for a moment.
Please do.
Back when you and Amon Green and your offensive line were really humming and running the ball at will, and he put up a franchise record 1,883 yards during the 03 season. Obviously, you faced teams that were bringing multiple extra guys down into the box. How does an offensive line, when they are outpopulated, how do they still effectively make the running game go? Because if you ask Steno yesterday, the response has been essentially that, hey, they're loading the box, so we have to make plays in the passing game. Well, you still have to be able to run the ball, and you have to run it better than you have.
Well,
and the numbers for Josh Jacobs are crazy. How much of his contact, his yardage after contact, it's even higher than it was percentage-wise than last year.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's you need to throw the ball sometimes to loosen things up, and there's easy throws. If you're going to bring a safety down, or you're going to have 8 guys in the box, that means there's going to be some one-on-one and some opportunities. We had Jay walk. We just, on the backside of things, we'd run slants. If you're going to bring this guy down here, it's basically Brett would have open form, just like, yep, all right, the slant's there. Up, this is here, boom, boom, boom. And you do different schemes. We obviously ran a ton of power, but we also had tosses out to the outside. We had weak side runs. You are going to be what you're good at, you're going to stick with, and you're going to do some things to help alleviate a little bit of the press that a defense can give you. But
if your line is good, you can still find a way to block it up even without the numbers?
You want to have numbers. Yeah. It makes things a lot easier. But you have a special back like we had with Amon. There are plenty of times that, there's an unblocked guy and he makes him miss or he barreled him over.
I'm going to go on the defensive side of the ball for the Packers. We spent some time yesterday talking about this guy with Jeff Hafley. I have been a critic of him at times, to be sure, but the guy leads the NFL in sacks right now, and that's Rashawn Gary. And the fact that he has been able to be unlocked with the attention that Micah Parsons has gotten. And by the way, Micah Parsons has drawn some pretty significant double teams and yet has still defeated them, which is even more impressive. But I'm going to go with another big game for Rashawn Gary.
Last up in our green and gold game preview, live from Steinhoff's on the west side. The Green Bay Packers have never lost at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that will remain the case on Sunday night if... Never, ever. Last loss, Tausch was playing in 2007.
That was not at that stadium either.
Yeah, that was at the old stadium.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you just said at this stadium.
Yeah. The last loss in Dallas was when you were playing at the old stadium.
Yeah, but that's not what you said. You said they're undefeated at AT&T, and then you just said
yes.
The last time it happened.
We are in agreement.
You should have brought him coffee.
I should have. I can still go.
I'm not being ornery. You just
the show survived the first 2 segments without me. I could
I'm
go
just
again.
saying that he
Do we agree he misspoke?
No, I didn't misspeak.
No, yeah, you did.
The Green Bay Packers have never lost at AT&T Stadium. Semicolon. Their last loss in Dallas was in 2007 at the old stadium.
All right, I'm not going to get into semantics with you.
Sounds like we're getting into punctuation.
No, he's trying to drop semi. You were just. Can you just admit you were wrong?
No, the Green Bay Packers win on.
You're wrong.
The Green Bay Packers win on Sunday night if blank.
If they score more points.
Thank you, Jason.
And the Dallas Cowboys win if they move the game to the old stadium.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, it's great to be with you guys.
I don't understand how he can't just admit that he is wrong.
I didn't misspeak. They were independent thoughts.
Yes, but they
all
were
summarized in the same sentence.
Semicolon. Who uses the semicolon?
That's the old, except for that one time. That's what you did.
Grammatically, it may have been a run-on sentence, but factually, it made sense.
All right, we will diagram that sentence coming up. I need to answer the question, though. Could you pose that question again since you did it so eloquently?
Please let me rephrase. The Packers win on Sunday night over the Cowboys if blank.
If the game stays at AT&T Stadium. Yes, look, the defense, I'm with Tausch. I am a unabashed believer in the defense.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as they don't suffer the same fate as another really good defense last year, which was Detroit. Detroit started the season. They were one of the best defenses that we'd seen, and then they just got decimated with injuries. So knock on wood for those guys. They stay healthy. I think that, to Tausch's point about, as long as, if we're not counting garbage time, whale ahead touchdowns that get scored late, that make the, kind of like the score in the playoff game. I didn't know until I looked it up that it was 48-32 was the final. And it was never that. I mean,
not even close.
It was not that close. It was so misleading. So as the Packers continue to play the defense that they have been playing, I have a hard time seeing them. They can win this game 21-3, and we will still be nitpicking about how could this offense not get going more, given
because
the circumstances. Right, but I just, the way their defense is playing, that is the one aspect. And again, it's crazy to talk about the Packers in those terms because it's been so rare that we've done it throughout your playing career and your post-career of analyzing them.
Yes.
So that, to me, as long as they keep Dak Prescott from putting on the game of his life with George Pickens, who I am a doubter, and Barry Alvarez's grandson, who's a very good player.
He'll have a decent day. If he prize picks him, I probably will go more.
So I think that's all it's going to take.
I'm telling you one thing. It's going to be another Charlie check down. It's going to be Chucky check. I mean, we need to, whenever we end up monitoring this defense, which if they are as good as I think they are, we will have to, something with check down needs to be in play.
Speaking of that, if we can, I know you're very eager to give more run-on sentences that confuse
actually
people.
Thinking I might just go home for the rest of the show.
No, we're happy to have you. But I mentioned I was talking with Xavier McKinney yesterday.
Yeah.
When you look at how well this defense is playing and how little of a factor he is, right? It's not like he's out there making a bunch of plays. He's basically just preventing everything from going down the field and checkdowns, like you mentioned. What does that say to you about this defense, that arguably the best safety in the game is largely uninvolved? His one interception was one that, if we're being honest, he should have batted down because they would have gotten the ball in even better field position late in the first half.
It tells you that they're getting exactly what they want, and your defense is designed to take away their first, second, third read and then get them to the point where they're checking down and then you swarm to the ball. That's what you're trying to do when a team is passing the football. Outside of killing the quarterback, that's what you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. So it's, to me, that is exactly, you're getting the results that Jeff Hafley is wanting when he calls that defense.
Pipe Jim on
period. Thin.
Semicolon.
No semicolons.
Pipe Jim on the private talk and text line, which, by the way, he and Pat McCurdy had a gig in Door County a couple weeks ago, and during the break, someone comes up to him and says, "Are you the guy that texts into Wilde and Tausch all the time?" We are everywhere. Pipe Jim, send Jesse back to the studio.
Come on, Pipe Jim.
I was going to say, send them to a local coffee shop to bring some coffee for other people that might enjoy it.
No, this is actually better. You got 3 sugars in there, and it's French vanilla, and 3 creams. Why don't you just get a cup of sugar?
It's my order. It's delicious.
3 cups of 3.
I will admit I did not know those were the metrics on it. I just say French vanilla, cream, and sugar.
You know what you'd say there is you want some coffee with that sugar.
Oh. You come up with that.
You want a little Tito's with that? Well, maybe we throw a little Tito's in there to get rid of some of that sugar. You know what?
It's gluten-free.
There you go. Tito's Handmade Vodka is my go-to all the time. It was first made in Austin, Texas. Distilled 6 times for a clean, smooth finish. And you know what? It'd be a good day out here at Steinhoff was to have a Bloody Mary. It would be Tito's. And after dealing with Jesse and Jason this morning,
hey,
all right,
I just got here.
Jesse, and everybody else. We would mix it with a lemonade or a cranberry, but make sure Tito's is in our glass. And Tito's gives back in a big way, partnering with nonprofits and doing real good in the community across this country, especially for our 4-legged friends. So the next time you're raising a glass, make sure it's with Tito's Handmade Vodka, crafted to be savored responsibly.
It is the punctuation edition of Wilde and Tausch.
Disrespect for the semicolon must be.
The fact that you couldn't just own up is troubling to me. It really is.
That was an ellipsis there, right? It was the fact that you couldn't own up is troubling to me.
I never fully understood the brackets from a punctuation standpoint. Like, why you put brackets on stuff?
I put those in quotes when there are words that need to be added to make the quote make sense. That's how I use them.
And I think the brackets are for the that's the brackets, not the circle.
If you're going to be the
foremost parentheses,
authority,
the circle dudes. We're going to semicolon the circle dudes.
We need to play trivia.
Oh God, do we ever?
Jesse, why don't you go run and get coffee while we do trivia?
You know it's a tough day when trivia is the bounce back segment.
Jesse, what is today's category, and what caller would you like Riley to take?
I wanted to stay for this one because I was excited for this trivia category today.
You don't need to. Where are you going?
To get you coffee.
I don't need coffee.
It sounds like you do.
No, I'm fine.
The crew.
You just admit your mistakes.
You just quit while you're behind. Put down the shovel, man.
The crew in review is today's trivia category. A lot of attention for the Green Bay Packers and Dallas Cowboys this weekend. However, the Milwaukee Brewers still have a chance to clinch home field advantage through the postseason for their final series of the season. So looking back on the 2025 regular season, the crew in review, today's trivia category.
And how many wins do they currently have?
96.
96. Caller
96.
15. 9 plus 6 is 15.
Good one.
Caller 15. You're welcome, Riley. 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. You know, Dick Bennett talks about servant leadership. You know, it's
I've
one
heard
of my
that.
favorite things that he's talked about.
I've heard that.
Our guy Ben, who is our general manager, is walking in with coffee.
Oh, my
While
God.
Jesse just stands here and debates the choices of punctuation. Here's Ben bringing coffee. That's servant leadership.
Hey, I wish I had a trip to Italy.
Well, maybe
they'd like to send you now.
Maybe next time you sign up for those trips for $150, they'll send you to Italy.
Caller number 15 right now, 844-770-3776. Plays trivia. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and bouncing back from a tough loss last weekend with a Sunday night game in Dallas for our favorite team. I'm feeling good on this Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints. Well, I can tell you this, we're feeling good when my family worked with the pro painters from Holman Lindsay for our home's paint project. Holman Lindsay's pro painters were incredible. They did the job so much better than we could and made the whole process so much easier on us. All you have to do to get connected is stop into any of Holman Lindsay's Madison area locations, ask, and they'll help you get set up with the pro painters that are perfect for what you need. Whether it's green, gold, or any other colors that would best fit your home, remember, Wisconsin's best painters use Wisconsin's best paint. And Wisconsin's best painters are the pro painters at Holman Lindsay Paints. Holman Lindsay, great paint, great people. And stay tuned for Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com. Historic block. Wisconsin Volleyball's Carter Booth recording a massive milestone and a wild win over Florida. Booth collecting career block number 500 during the match. John Adias with the call.
Florida sets left side, and getting the block is Wisconsin. Getting stopped on the outside is Madkin, Carter Booth, and Grace Egan. And for Carter, that is career block number 500.
Wisconsin back in action, hosting Rutgers at the Fieldhouse, then traveling to Iowa Sunday. ESPN Madison is your proud home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. PellaWI.com.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. Coming up Friday, NFL insider Tom Pelissero, Hall of Famer Steve Young, and Kevin Pollak joins me in studio. That's Friday on The Rich Eisen Show on Disney+, the ESPN app, and ESPN Radio.
Oh no, there's only seltzer left, and it's passionberry almond fruit? Who comes up with these? Kick the aluminum can to the curb and mix up a cocktail you actually want with Tito's. It tastes great, it's gluten-free, and it's available in a variety of sizes for your convenience. The flavor abilities are endless. Tito's Handmade Vodka, the official spirit of whatever you want to drink. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
It's kickoff time at Metro Kia Madison. Get ready to score big with unbeatable season-starting deals. Drive home the electrifying 2025 Kia EV6 with 0% APR for 60 months, $16.67 per $1,000 borrowed. Or go long with the all-new 2026 Kia EV9 at just 0% APR for 48 months, only $20.83 per $1,000. But hurry, these championship deals end September 30th. Visit MetroKiaMadison.com to start your winning drive today.
What's better than cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand? Cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand that you got for 10% off. And when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank, you get even more. Like 10% off food and 10% off drinks on game day. Like that ice-cold beer in your hand. Plus 15% off Pro Shop gear. Only with Packers checking. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Grassland Butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the Cincinnati Reds.
Stevenson, flare, shallow right. Freelick coming on. Freelick dives. He caught it.
Tonight on 100.5 ESPN.
Live from the Steinhoffels off the Beltline in Madison. Jesse is here sharing his wisdom with everyone about punctuation. How is the talk and text line receiving your argument / position / whatever you want to call it?
The great thing about what we do is, what we are considered is artists, and art is interpretable.
Artists?
Yeah, we're artists.
The artist formerly known as Jesse Nelson.
Vocal artists?
Yeah,
or what? I don't see you painting tapestry
back in the day, there was
here.
Van Gogh. Today, there's Wilde and Tausch. Ron and Rome. Jesse, I understood exactly what you were saying. Lando and Tosa. Jesse, with an I, misspoke.
Oh.
So,
that is the beauty. Like, a good piece of art can be interpreted in many
That's
different
true.
ways.
Yes, and so can our show. Time now, though, for trivia presented by Cousin Subs.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is presented by Cousin Subs. Crispy chicken tenders are now available at Cousin Subs. Order today in store at cousinsubs.com or with the Cousins app. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
It is time for trivia, and we could not ask for a more timely trivia contestant because he is a highly successful coach. And I very much want to know if he ever took a team photo at halftime in the end zone of a game he was coaching.
I will bet he has not.
He's a man of high integrity. It is our buddy Coach Aaron Mack on Wilde and Tausch. Coach, good morning. How are you?
How are we doing? No, that's Bush League.
Yeah,
it's
not good.
Aaron, it was like I legit did like a triple take. Like at first I thought they were just like that was their huddle that they were doing. And then when I saw the photographer with the big lens and the big flash, I'm looking at it like, this can't be right. Now, granted, again, they kicked or took us. There's no doubt about it. But they took a photo at halftime in the opposing end zone. Now, is there anything?
Fighting.
What's that?
We're probably fighting at half then.
Well, unfortunately, I think if we're fighting, we probably get our butts kicked too.
Send a
But yeah,
message.
no, it was crazy town. I had never seen it, so I'm glad we're on the same page.
It's a two-word school. They have a grayish color in their mascot, and the thing flies.
Yeah, you're right. Ooh, that's a pretty
Got
good
it.
little determination. Yep.
Coach, given all your success before we play trivia, which hopefully will also be successful for you, what's the worst loss you ever endured as a coach?
Ooh. Just wait. Now, this is two different things, though, Aaron. It's like the most heartbreaking or just the one where you just got trounced.
Right.
Yeah,
pounded.
Well, we'll take both.
Okay.
There can't be many to choose from given your career.
Oh, yeah, there's plenty. Probably the time we're getting beat 69-0 at a school up north, and with 30 seconds to go, they faked the 2-point conversion to go to 71.
What are we doing?
That's Bielema-esque.
That's
what the card said.
That's what the card said.
Exactly, and that was the line. That was probably the biggest slap in the face that you have to eat.
What do you do when you go shake hands after the game?
They were favored by 70.5.
They had a cover. What do you do afterwards then? Like, do you shake hands? You say something?
House, I probably got to tell you off the air.
All right. That seems reasonable.
They won a sportsmanship award that year, I think. Yeah.
All right, well, let's play some trivia.
Sportsmanship
All right.
award.
I'm not sure how this will go, but we could probably talk ball more and forego trivia today, but we'll give her a shot on the Brewers.
We could. You could forfeit your entries and just give us
what was the name of the team that did a 2-point conversion against Defoe back in the early 2000s? Yeah, we'll skip that one.
All right, Coach, question 1 is this. Who was the Brewers' opening day starting pitcher back on March 27th against the New York Yankees? Was it Freddie Peralta, Nestor Cortez, or Chicago Cubs legend Aaron Savali?
I've heard it both ways.
I've heard it both ways. Semicolon and that's
Let's go with fastball Freddie.
Let's go, Freddie.
1 for 1.
All right, Aaron. Which of these players was on the 2025 Milwaukee Brewers opening day roster? ? Is it Caleb Durbin, Chad Patrick, or Quinn Priester?
Can you give them to me again?
I sure can. Caleb Durbin, Chad Patrick, or Quinn Priester?
Which one was?
Yeah, big.
All caps.
All capped up
Yeah.
was, yeah.
Priester.
Chad Patrick, the correct answer.
Chad Patrick.
Never trust the guy with two.
Aaron, how do I say Aaron Savali?
Savali. Yeah.
So is he the one that they traded to the White Sox to acquire Vaughn?
Yes.
And he forced his way out,
Okay.
which I always get a kick out
Yep.
of, like a 6th or 7th starter. Going to
6th,
force his
7th,
way out.
And then Savali went to the White Sox. Now he's on the Cubs, and he was the winning pitcher the day the Cubs clinched their playoff spot a week
Is there
ago.
a chance he pitches in the postseason game against the Brew Crew?
I don't know if he will be on their postseason roster, but I suppose there's a chance.
Will he force his way out if he's not?
He's on the roster now.
I want to be traded, yes.
I'm sure he would like to pitch against the Brewers in the playoffs.
Maybe he wants to come back.
You might want to reconsider.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Probably not be a bad idea.
All right, Coach.
We might need
Question
a
3. Let's bounce back
starter.
here.
Yeah, we could use him.
Oh.
That's
the irony of that.
Yes. Before the Brewers earned free George Webb's Burgers for fans with a franchise record 14-game winning streak, their first attempt at winning 12 in a row came up 1 game short after which contending team ended the Brewers' 11-game winning streak in July?
Good question. Tough.
Was it the New York Mets, the Seattle Mariners, or the San Diego Padres?
Let's go with the hot team, Seattle Mariners.
Big dumper. 1-0. The dumper beat us.
He hit a home run?
Yeah, that was
Dumper.
One of 60 that
Yeah.
he's hit this season. All right, Coach, we look forward to our off-air conversations about sportsmanship in sports and what was said at that handshake after that 71-0 defeat.
Sounds like a Prep Mania Digi-only type deal there.
Yes.
You do have 3 of the possible 4 entries. All right. Thanks, Coach. We appreciate you. That is Wilde and Tausch Trivia. We will kick off.
I love you guys.
We love you, too.
Love you guys.
Yeah, I love Coach Mack.
And we don't love whoever was taking a picture in the end zone, though.
Well,
Them we don't love as much.
A little disrespectful.
We will kick off the 10 o'clock hour with our Steinhoffel Sleepers of the Week. We'll kick off that 10 o'clock hour in 2 minutes live from Steinhoffel's Off the Beltline in Madison. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Pizza lovers, when the craving hits, hit back with Pizza Hut's $5 crafted flats pizzas. Mark Tauscher here, and new at Pizza Hut. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes. 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, chicken bacon ranch, and Nashville hot chicken. All just $5 each all day. Perfect for lunch, dinner, or game day. Order your $5 handcrafted flats at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Hi, this is Dave Kane. You're listening to Madison's Home of the Bucks, a good Karma brand radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX, Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison. My name is Riley Yauk, and this is your Sports Center update, brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out at 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. Just had some Brewers trivia. Still some work to do for the Milwaukee Brewers as they try to lock up the best regular season record in baseball and a home field advantage throughout the playoffs. With the Phillies' 1-0 win over the Miami Marlins last night, that magic number still sits at just 1. So if Philadelphia lost to Minnesota tonight, or a Milwaukee win over Cincinnati, and the Brewers will have clinched just about everything possible. They'll have won the regular season, essentially, and set a new franchise record for regular season wins with 97. So still some skin in the game for the Crew tonight as they battle the Reds, who are still looking for a playoff berth of their own. First pitch is slated for 7:10 p.m. Central. Tonight I'll be there with Quinn Priester on the bump. Brewers looking for their 20th straight win when he pitches. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:35 right here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch with lots of fans trickling in now. Jesse just joined the Madison Packers backers.
I would make sure the Madison backers. I spoke at their one of their meetings a long time ago.
Were you still a player?
They have a great organization. It's in Madison.
Been around for 60 years?
And I'm going to tell you
the
this.
The Madison Packers backers are in Madison?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was unnecessary. Don't poke the
You know
bear,
what?
Jason.
Just wait. You don't want me to specify things? Oh, Steinhoffels has furniture? Yeah, they do. Yeah. That's funny how that works. Interesting. My point was, until I was rudely interrupted.
Very rudely.
I don't think you can just let everybody in this Madison backers. I want to see some resume. And I don't know if the president, are you president? She is. I don't know exactly what her role is.
Treasurer.
Yeah.
Treasurer. Ooh,
high-ranking official. Yeah.
I want them to review your records from 2009 till 13, and I don't believe he gets in the Madison Packers. And then he falls asleep at a ball game that Mike McCarthy gets fired at.
No, it wasn't that one.
Could have been
a different one. Yeah.
I don't know if your resume holds up to being a Madison backer.
Are there stringent expectations to join the group?
Doesn't even need to be stringent. Like, if there's a couple of things you're like, you get a job interview, you put somebody's resume out there, and they're like, you better check his CPAC. What is that thing called where you check the criminal record?
Oh, yeah, CCAP.
CCAP. You check that CCAP. His CCAP sucks when it comes to his Packer fandom. It does.
My Packer CCAP.
Your Packer CCAP is getting
dirty laundry.
You're getting
it's a lot of felonies.
I think he's bounced back his last 5 or 6 or 6 or 7 years, but his CCAP Packer score isn't good. He left us for the Minnesota Vikings. That is a red flag. I'm not putting you in the Packer Packers.
I never thought about it until now, but that did mean I was cheering against Tausch.
Yes.
I'd never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
I think we've established that you will not be accepted.
I don't think you. I think you invite him and then you brandish him and then send him off his way.
What?
That's what I think I'd do.
What kind of organization do you think they're running over there?
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure.
Tausch would like them to adopt a more vindictive policy.
No, it's not
toward people who don't back the pack properly.
All right, you guys might be right.
I don't think that's the spirit of the Packers.
All right.
And now, time for our Steinhoff sleepers of the week.
Well, Jesse sleeps at games.
Hey there, sleepyhead. Wakey, wakey. It's time for the Steinhoff Sleepers of the Week on Wilde and Tausch.
It is time for the Steinhoff Sleepers of the Week from a Steinhoff's location, which is always a bonus.
Should we put Danny on the spot and throw? She couldn't have answered that quicker. I don't even think I got her first initial out of my mouth, and she's not doing it. Okay.
I think it's the least she could do for us.
By the way, a CPAP is what they use for snoring.
No, I'm well aware. I work with Advent. I'm well aware of. I said CCAP.
We figured it out.
I guess I could use a Packers CPAP too.
I can only imagine.
I can only imagine that.
All right, the Steinhoff Sleepers of the Week presented by Steinhoff's, which continues to be analyzed by the fine people at the 565 Analytics Collective. Tausch, you get to go first.
All right, I kind of felt misled last week. I went with Musgrave. I don't even know if he played. I mean,
he did. He was there.
Fitzpatrick, Fitzgerald, whoever was out there, Chipotle, Ben. I felt like every tight end in their cousin was out there except for Musgrave. Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to make that mistake again. We go back to the well, and I think the young man that had a potential touchdown that kind of veered off a little bit, our first-round pick, I need a dub. My Steinhoff, I just see the record here now that I actually have a show sheet. Jason Wilde, 2-1 ahead of me.
Yeah, I wasn't going to bring that
The analytics firm, and they've been fair. I'm not going to sit here and cry like you did last year when we'd win. This is a fair. I think our firm has been fair.
He's a controversial ruling away from being 3-0.
Fair. Matthew Golden is going to be my Steinhofflers. I think Matthew Golden has a big game. It's just everything is kind of tuned up for that. They stink in the back end. I think he's coming on. You saw it. I think you're going to see more of it. So he's going to need to put up a game in order for me to win, but I think he is going to put up that game. And I think he's going to be off the books here probably by midseason. I don't think he's going to be eligible.
So take him now while
the getting's good.
Jesse, who you got?
I really thought about taking John Fitzpatrick last week, and I ended up not doing it.
You would have won.
I regret not taking John Fitzpatrick. The Cowboys give up a ton of points and yards, so it's got to be an offensive player that you pick for the Sleeper of the Week this week. I'm going to go Emmanuel Wilson. I think this game gets a little out of hand. I think maybe in a situation catching a pass out of the backfield, he comes up with a big touchdown score. Emmanuel Wilson, little bit of a reach, but I feel good about that going into this matchup with the Cowboys defense as my Steinhoff Sleeper of the Week.
I feel like the way the season has gone to this point for him that Josh Jacobs isn't that far away from being eligible for this, given the production that he's got. So I thought it was interesting that you chose him. Who, again, just to review for our fans, who is not eligible based on the bylaws of 565 Analytics Collective?
Jordan Love, Xavier McKinney, Micah Parsons. That might be it.
What are you looking at me for?
Oh, you're the one who always has the strongest opinion
You
on
do
this.
tend to dictate maybe
Tucker Kraft isn't eligible.
Tucker Kraft, yeah, we can't say Tucker Kraft. And I think coming into the year, Josh Jacobs may have been on the list, but
Josh Jacobs. If you
Yeah,
want
I'm
to
not
take
gonna-
it, he's got to have a.
yeah, he'd
again,
have
it's
to have a
all
gap.
cheered off.
And I've always been of the belief you can pick almost anybody to be a sleeper, but it's what they do compared to what's expected of them. So
Very, very fair.
you could pick Josh Jacobs if he has an Aaron Jones-like day with 4 touchdowns in Dallas.
And waves on his way to the
Then
end zone, which
I
is still one of my
I think
favorites.
that would count then if you feel like it's
No,
going to be that kind of day.
I was asking simply because you chose Emmanuel Wilson, which it does feel like a bit of a reach.
It's a little reachy, but that's how I think the game's going to go.
So I'm going to do. So you were not pleased with your selection last week?
No, you're going to go and poach and win. Is what you're.
I think that given that Tucker Kraft is healthy enough to be playing, but he's not 100%, and he is a tough guy.
Though?
Well, I understand, but he was really, really good in that Washington game, and he was largely a non-factor
Until he was.
in the Cleveland game. He had one really meaningful catch, and then he was also a factor in the blocked field goal. Would we have taken that off of? Does that count against you if you're a sleeper and you have
His guy didn't block it.
He did actually.
He fingertipped it.
He did. Yes. That's the first blocked kick I've ever seen that 2 different people playing 2 different spots both got a hand on the ball. I'm going to take Luke Musgrave because I still think that he is very much a sleeper. People forget he was drafted ahead of Tucker Kraft.
I said it all last week.
I don't, but
He
I'm
didn't do
reiterating.
any. He didn't do any. And Tucker was limited. So maybe you're going to be right, and I'm going to be irritated, and you're going to be up 3-1, and we'll see if I can't pull a Cleveland Cavaliers off on you. That should be fun.
Well, we look forward to seeing who the 565 Analytics declares as a winner. You can tweet on the Wilde and Tausch Twitter feed the selection that you make for your Steinhoffel Sleeper of the Week. I want to remind you that this weekend only at Steinhoffel's, it's the Buy More, Save More sale. Start with 10% off store-wide, the whole place, 10% off. Except our table, because we need to keep that, because we need to do another show.
No, we'll sell it.
You really?
Heck yeah.
Are you willing to take will you take more than 10% off on our table that we have?
If somebody wants to come and
You
buy
buy
this,
more stuff of
let me tell you
ours.
something. Somebody comes and wants to buy this table, we'll move. We want to move merch, man. Let's go.
We'll move outside if we have to. But the Buy More, Save More sale.
Did you ask Rachel about that? She's the one that'll have to be moving this stuff. I don't know how excited
You
she
just
is.
offered to sell
the
it. And you're
table. Yeah,
concerned
there's
about that.
We could move it here. There's a smaller table. This one we could sell and then move it there. And if they want to sell that one, then we pull something else up.
Okay, I don't think this table's part of the sale, but all I can tell you is that it starts with 10% off store-wide. Then you take an extra $150 off.
I love these chairs. Very sturdy. Always love a sturdy, nice, comfortable chair.
It's a good table.
Danny, how do you think this is going? Is this the kind of advertising you're seeking? Should we talk about the anniversary celebration instead?
Hey, can you finish the read? Let's go.
Demovsky,
What is this,
wait.
amateur hour?
The anniversary celebration is going on at Steinhoffels, and we're in a celebrating mood.
Heck yeah.
Steinhoffels is celebrating 91 years.
Wow.
91 years.
That's a run now.
Which is roughly as long as it's taking to get through this read.
Who's the greatest 91 in Green Bay?
Brian Noble.
Oh, Preston Smith was
Preston
good?
Smith, yeah.
Who was the Joe Johnson, your
Joe
former
Johnson
teammate?
was 91?
Yeah.
That didn't work.
Jonathan Brown, another 91.
Okay.
91 years as Wisconsin's furniture and mattress leader, 100% employee-owned, fourth-generation family-run, and proud to serve the Madison and many other communities as well. They've also got the Best Brands Big Savings Sale, which has 10% off store-wide, including this table.
That's a good table.
Plus an extra 10% off our best brands, including special orders. Huge savings on furniture people love the most, including our table. Rob Demovsky, whether he wants to or not, joins us next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
From the biggest stars to the greatest moments, Behind the Bucks is Bucks history like you've never heard it before. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
It's a Saturday night special of Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. Join me, Hunter Vaughn, and the Dean Dennis Summerow this Saturday at 6:30 on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel as Big 8 rivals, the Middleton Cardinals, host the Verona Wildcats. The winner moves to 4-0 and takes a commanding lead in the Big 8 conference title race. Join me, Hunter Vaughn, and the Dean Dennis Summerow this Saturday night at 6:30 exclusively on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Hello, I'm John Hayes, the owner of Goodman's Jewelers. It's been my pleasure to serve this community from this incredible store for over 4 decades. We stand upon high standards and classic traditions, pillars like honesty and integrity. Stop into Goodman's Jewelers, the longest-standing full-service jewelry store in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
The people have spoken, and the results are undeniable. Ridgetop Exteriors delivers. We swept the People's Choice Awards. Best roofing, best siding, best windows, and best overall home improvement company. That's not just winning, that's setting the standard with expert craftsmanship, top materials, and service that keeps homeowners coming back. 4 categories, 4 wins, 1 name. Ridgetop Exteriors, your only choice for home exteriors. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and experience the difference today.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Pizza lovers, when the craving hits, hit back with Pizza Hut's $5 crafted flats pizzas. Mark Tauscher here, and new at Pizza Hut. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes. 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, chicken bacon ranch, and Nashville hot chicken. All just $5 each all day. Perfect for lunch, dinner, or game day. Order your $5 handcrafted flats at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Sprung from cages on highways.
music means, it means it's time to talk to Rob Demovsky of ESPN.com. Rob, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. Can you guys hear me? Because I do not see you on my screen.
I don't see you either.
Oh,
there you are.
Oh, look at that guy. Yeah, Rob, if you hit the on button, it usually works better when you do that.
So
I'm not technologically savvy either.
So, speaking of seeing you, I was still in the locker room. You did the Kenny Clark Zoom call, and what you came in. What happened?
Well, no. So, I'm a mid-level,
highly
C-level
successful TV.
Cable. Yeah, I'm a C-level cable television sports reporter, and I had a live hit on NFL Live, and I knew I would miss the Kenny Clark Zoom call. We have our little offices here, and there are other people who have invaded my office, so they were using it to watch the Kenny Clark Zoom or participate in it. I walked in and from my TV hit, and it was in the middle of it, and he saw me in the background walking in, and he said, "Hey, Rob," and I said, "Hi, Kenny," and I went about my day.
That's a cute story.
It is a good
That's
story,
very nice.
and I think it's. I mean, as much as we'd like it to say a lot about how big of a celebrity Rob is, what it really is the kind of guy Kenny Clark is.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, that's just him in a nutshell.
Why can't both be true?
Yeah. Yeah, Jason.
No, I think it's mostly
Yeah.
Kenny Clark. So, Rob, how are you viewing this week? One of your closest friends is Todd Archer, who covers. He's the Rob Demovsky of the Dallas Cowboys beat. When you look at these two teams and you look at this matchup, and you two are texting back and forth as you do thousands of times a day, where are you guys landing on this game?
Yeah. I mean, I think we all have a tendency to maybe think the team we cover has more flaws than it does. But, I mean, I think he thinks that the Cowboys defense is not very good right now, has a long way to go, and that, the Packers offensively have a huge advantage in this game. But, I mean, I don't know if maybe he didn't watch the run game that they've tried to put together the last 3 weeks or the Cleveland game. In fact, I'm sure he didn't because the Cowboys were probably playing. That's the thing, Jason, I think people don't realize about our jobs is that we really don't, other than our game and maybe the night game on an off day that the Packers aren't playing, we don't get to see that many games live. I mean, you can go back and watch them. The NFL has the great NFL Plus game replay thing that you can watch games on. And yes, I say that because they give us a free subscription, so I'm promoting it. But you don't really get to see, especially if your team's playing at noon, right? Because, all right, a lot of the games are at noon. Then during the 3:00 window, you're writing your story. And then, by the time you're done, the Sunday night game has probably already started. So it's hard to really get a grasp if you're a beat writer on, the other teams without sitting there and making a point to go watch them.
Rob, when you were in Cleveland, obviously, and you saw that firsthand, what do you think comes out of that game? Because it was interesting to hear Tucker Kraft yesterday talk about how, as an offense, we have to be better because we have the best defense in the league. He said, I heard Xavier McKinney talk about how, they were acting like they had won the Super Bowl by starting 2-0. What do you think comes out of a performance like that, and how do you expect them to respond to that type of thought process and play?
It's a great question. And I also wonder, Jason, if having the bye week right after has any impact one way or the other, positively or negatively, right? Like, you almost, maybe Tausch, you could correct me if I'm wrong on this, but as a player, when you have a game like that, don't you just want to play right away and get that taste out of your mouth? It's like playing golf. When I play well, I don't want to play again because I want to just end it on that. Like, I played well. Like, I don't want to go out and then when you play badly, you just want to go play right away. So the fact that they only have one game and then the bye, I guess gives them an opportunity to come back and play well, but then it's hard to build momentum off that, if that makes any sense. Jason, like you and I have seen good seasons that have had bad losses, right? I mean, like my very first year here, 97, they lost that game to the 0-10 Colts, right? And that obviously that 97 team was really good. The 2011 team, what were you guys, like 12 or 13-0 and went to Kansas City and got beat? Wasn't that the only loss? Yeah, wasn't that the only loss of the 15-1 season? There's been plenty of games, even later in the Rodgers era where they've lost some games where, man, they should not lose that game and they still ended up being a pretty good team. The 2016 run to the NFC Championship game, there were some really bad, strange losses in there, and that team ended up being pretty good. So the difference here is that most of those games were really late in the season when you already for sure knew that they were a good team for the most part. Maybe not 2016 because that was the run the table year. But so I guess at this point, I don't know. I don't think we can put it into perspective because we don't know the bigger picture of this season yet. But at this point, I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt and say I think they just had a bad day against a team that had one really strong suit, or maybe two real. I mean, special teams, that they have guys that have blocked a lot of kicks before. So maybe that was just a perfect storm, and it's not going to be a sign that this team has some crazy flaws that are going to hold it back.
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland's defense is really good, but the question I have, and what I do think will get answered this week, is where this Packers offense is. Because I think the defense has been everything we thought 4 weeks ago. Yesterday, Micah Parsons is traded, and boom, this defense I think has been as good, if not better, than we thought. I don't know what this offense is. What do you think? Not only what are you expecting and hoping to see if you're a Packers fan Sunday, but where are we right now as an offense?
Well, I can tell you where they are as rankings. They're 21st overall in offense, 20th in run game, and 17th in the pass game. I mean, it's not like they're good in one and bad in the other. The numbers aren't good in any of it. Dallas's defense is I think your point, Tausch, is correct. If they don't put up a lot of points and big yards and big production against Dallas, then maybe we've got a problem here. So I do think in that way, it's not necessarily like a measuring stick in terms of how good you are, but it might be a measuring stick in terms of how concerned you should be on the offensive side. I think that's you always hear when you're going up against a really good team, this is a measuring stick. Well, this isn't a measuring stick for how good you are. This is a measuring stick for whether the problems are real or they were just the Cleveland really good defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's no doubt. When you see what the Bears and the Lions, you just start looking around at who Dallas has played. The Giants, not the Lions, put up those big numbers, and for the defense to be, they are middle of the pack, if not worse, as you just pointed that out. And I think it stems from all of the juggling and the inconsistency that the O-line's playing with. I'm not looking at this as Jordan Love or Josh Jacobs or even the receiving core. The O-line has not played well. And especially last week, I know Pete Doherty wrote a nice piece about Jordan Morgan. I don't know if you have or not on the bouncing around yet. But what is it, and when do you think this thing can start looking better up front? Because right now it has not been as good as we hoped.
Yeah, the Jordan Morgan, I haven't read Pete's story yet, but I heard his line of questioning yesterday, so I had an idea of where he was going with it. But the thing with Jordan Morgan, and maybe this is a crazy comparison, but Jordan Morgan is almost like the high drafted quarterback who is thrown into a bad situation and is never the same because of it. How many guys have we seen picked high and they end up?
Name that we always think of. Houston.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
But with Jordan, it's maybe a loose comparison, but Jordan Morgan is a guy who came in thinking he was going to be a left tackle, always wanted to be a left tackle, and has played basically everywhere but left tackle. And I'm not saying they've ruined Jordan Morgan, but that's the same sort of idea, like a quarterback that has to play right away and struggles and isn't ready. Well, Jordan Morgan's an offensive lineman who kind of had to play a bunch of spots that he really wasn't comfortable with, and I don't want to say that it can't be salvaged, but and Jason heard this as well. Matt LaFleur on, was it Monday, Jace, said, maybe we have sort of hurt Jordan Morgan's progress by moving him around. And then yesterday, offensive coordinator Adam Senovich said, no, he's fine. He can move around. So, and again, I get the reality of the NFL is if you're not a starter on the offensive line, you better be able to play multiple positions. But in this case, I really, really wonder how Jordan Morgan comes out of this because, I don't think the plan was ever to re-sign Rasheed Walker. So eventually, and by eventually I mean March of next year, Rasheed Walker is probably going to be on another team. And, is Jordan Morgan the starting left tackle from then on? I mean, that was the idea, but let's see what happens. But on the bigger picture about the offensive line, Tausch, I think you're 100% right. I think that's where all their offensive problems stem from. And, I know Elton Jenkins was really hard on himself, but he ain't wrong. Like, he has not played well at center. And, you took a guy who was one of the best left guards in the league, maybe even the best. And so then you move him to center. So now you've messed with two positions, right? You've messed with left guard and center. And I'm not saying they should have re-signed Josh Myers and gone with the status quo, but essentially they sort of did screw up two spots by moving one guy.
And Aaron Banks has dealt with injuries, and I don't know how well he's played when he has been able to be out there because he has been playing hurt.
Rob's guy told him that. When was that? That was this summer when you were talking about Zach Tom, Hall of Fame center, right? Wasn't that? Am I crazy? That was
a year ago.
But yeah, he hasn't been able to stay healthy. And so the hard part is you haven't really been able to evaluate where that's at. But the Jordan Morgan thing, and that's why I thought Pete's article was interesting, and hearing what LaFleur had to say, I think it's one thing if you're a swing guy at tackle, and then it's another thing. You're going to be the swing guy here, and then, oh, by the way, if something happens here, oh, you have to go here. Oh, well, then something happens here, you need to go out to left tackle. I think they need to really hunker down and say, all right, you're going to be our swing tackle or you're going to be our swing guard, and not put four different things on him, because I don't think by any stretch is he close to being where his confidence is going to be ruined.
Yeah.
When you have games like that and you have reporters and the outside noise coming, it does get more difficult for you to kind of find your way.
My question to you, Tausch, would be, if you're not a starter, is it easier to be a backup on the left side, whether or one side or the other? You're just a backup at left guard, left tackle, or the backup at right guard, left tackle, or is it easier to be a backup at the two tackle spots and just go from side to side? You know what I mean by that?
Yeah, I do. I think it's easier to be one position, and you can figure out the stance and everything else.
Flip sides.
Ideally, you want to have a guy that can play center and both guard. That's the spot, and then you always want that swing tackle. Jordan, and this is what I said all during camp when Sheeto was out, he's taken all these reps at left tackle. He's probably feeling like he should have had that job. But then you realize Sheeto is one of our best five, so Jordan, unfortunately, you're going to have to sacrifice and go do all this. And for a first-round pick, it's different if it's a seventh-round pick, sixth-round pick, undrafted, where it's just like, all right, man, what up? Let's go. It's different for a guy that is a first-round pick that has these aspirations of being a starting left tackle.
Let me ask you this, though, and Jason, maybe you can chime in on this. And I don't remember, this is Rasheed Walker's fourth year, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm not mistaken, from the day Rasheed Walker got here, he pretty much only played left tackle, right? Mm-hmm. So even though he was seventh round pick?
Seventh round, 6'7".
Yeah. So I still don't understand what that means. But,
nobody does, but it's amazing how many times it comes up organically. It really is.
It is. Why did they allow a seventh-round pick to basically settle into one spot, and the other guy, the first-round pick, has to play all these other spots? They basically made it easier for Jordan Morgan, and they're for Rasheed Walker, though.
Well, Rob, he went out and won the job. The job opportunity came. Jordan won here, and he played good football, and that's why.
Right, but like I'm saying, the start to his career, though, they didn't make him. He wasn't playing, and maybe I'm wrong, Jason, but I don't remember Rasheed Walker's first training camp, him playing all over the place. Do you?
No, I think he took reps at right tackle too, but not as extensively. And that was they already knew that they had concerns about Bakhtiari, obviously.
Yeah.
But on top of that, and it's what Brian Bulaga talked to us about when he was a rookie. Like, he got there and it was clear to everyone this guy can't play guard, including to himself, right?
Yeah.
And so maybe that's where Sheed falls. That, like, the part. And you made this point yesterday when we were going through this with Steno, like when and I know I don't ask enough follow-ups for some people's liking, but that's usually because my original questions are as long as they are. But, like, he made it sound like this is something that Jordan Morgan's really good at. And my point was, when Zach Tom was moving positions, you felt like he made it look easy. When Elton Jenkins was moving positions, you felt like it was easy, and it has not looked easy for Jordan.
Well, part of it, too, Jordan hasn't got – like Elton had success at a spot and was able to – you start having success, you start feeling like you can do all this stuff. Jordan, in his career, he's been injured. He hasn't felt success and really a lot of praise as all your play. You can hear Steno say all this stuff, and then you can watch the film and you'd be like, I don't know. I'm not seeing what you're seeing.
Well, the other part, too, Tausch, is it's not just Jordan Morgan. There's been so much movement around him, too. Yep. Like there's so many different moving parts that it's not just hard for you. It's hard for everybody around you. And then, the cohesiveness just isn't there. And I mean, like in the run game, to me, it's shown up a ton.
Yeah. And as Sean Ryan said yesterday, they're 3 games in. He's played next to 4 right tackles already.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Rob, I know you got to get to LaFleur, so I wanted to ask you about this too, though, because not only did Steno say the opposite of what LaFleur said about stretching Morgan too thin, but also, look, Rich Bisaccia is a little bit of a tough nut to crack, right? Like when you're asking him questions, and I've tried in a variety of ways, and yesterday I was trying to get him to acknowledge that their special teams group has not been good enough. And somebody else had mentioned LaFleur talking about catastrophic mistakes, and he took exception with that word. You got a kick blocked in a game you ended up losing. That seems catastrophic to me. How do you view where their special teams group is?
I feel like we just rewind the question from 2014, from 2018, from what was the San Francisco block punt in the playoff game?
Right, 21. Yep.
I don't understand why, and maybe the Packers' crutch is that their special teams, they can't get it right. I mean, look, some teams can't get the quarterback position right. Like, which one would you rather have as your downfall, right? I mean, I guess this probably is it. So, but it doesn't make any sense to me. It's different general managers, it's different coaches, it's different coordinators.
And you got the kicker and punter right. You get that right, your special teams should be good.
Yeah, maybe it's the age old. They just need to use more starters on special teams. But if you look at that field goal block unit, I mean, Jordan Morgan was out there, Rasheed Walker was out there, Sean Ryan was out there,
Tucker Kraft was out there.
Maybe they did have a lot of
non-starters.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I think I could cover this team for the rest of my career and not come up with an answer for why their special teams haven't been what they need to be in certain spots.
Rob, how would you rate Rich Bisaccia's tenure so far as the special teams coach? Because he was brought in as a savior and as the highest paid guy. And
I'm going to go with highest paid.
Well,
I was waiting for him.
He is.
I get it, but if he was the lowest paid special teams coordinator, would it be okay if their special teams had stuff like this? Like, I don't understand why people get so worked up about a guy's pay.
Rob,
like,
when you get paid big money, your expectations are different. That's why it's like, Jordan Love, when he's making $4 million to 55, we expect different play. Like, what are we talking about? Well, of course, there's expectations.
I guess you know what? I guess then. Well, I'm trying to say this nicely. I guess, since I'm probably one of the higher paid NFL Nation reporters at ESPN, I should be that
You're
much
on
better
TV
than
a lot
else.
more than the Jacksonville Jaguars guy is. Are you not?
I walked right into that one. I knew I
mean, really? Like, if you weren't covering the Packers, if you were covering, Jacksonville, I bet you're probably not getting paid as much, right?
Yeah, I'd like to think it was me.
We all do.
This is just my long way of avoiding the question because it's the same answer as before. I don't know. Like, I try to take the pay out of it. I really do. Like, Jason knows this. That just bothers me when you have different expectations because it was like Brett used to say. Like Favre used to say, wait, hold on. Favre used to always say, oh, I'm supposed to try harder this week because it's a bigger game. Well, then why wasn't I trying harder and preparing harder the week before? Like, I maybe it's comparing apples to oranges, but like, I think you should be good at your job and should do the best you can. And I get it. The expectations may be different, but from the actual person doing the job, I guess it doesn't
Rob,
matter. I don't try any harder.
First-round picks. Do you cover first-round picks differently than a seventh-round pick as far as what the expectation is?
So, like, I go back to, like, A.J. Hawk. Like, I thought A.J. Hawk had a really, really good career. Yep. It's not his fault he was the 5th pick of the draft, and everybody expected him to be, everybody expected him to be this superstar. Like, did he make splash plays? Maybe not, but, just if he was the 31st or 40th pick of the draft, you'd think A.J. Hawk was had a great career.
Yes.
And I guess I have a problem with, or don't understand. Maybe it's just not the way my non-numbers brain works about why money or draft status should make you, better. Have to have a different standard. Like the standard is the standard, right? Isn't that what they always say?
I would love to just sit down and have like a 30-minute digi only with Rob on this, because it's amazing to me that people, like, you guys have done this for 30 years. You know the game. Like, you guys know the game. You know how this works.
I'm trying just as hard at ESPN that I did at the Press Gazette when I made, a third of the money or whatever it is. Like it's just I tried just as hard then and was expected to be just as good.
You have to dress nicer. You have to go on TV. Like there's expectations that go. Rob, before you go, Mike McCarthy, who's he rooting for this weekend?
He's probably rooting for a personality, like kind of like we do. We root for people, not teams. So whoever his favorite people are on those teams, that's probably who we welcome.
Whoever's the least paid. Whoever's making the least amount of
Badger
money.
volleyball.
Viral Jesse.
His expectations are lower.
Rob needs to get to Matt LaFleur, who is so nice to do all his press conferences during our show during the week now. He is among the highest paid among the ESPN NFL
Nation. Don't judge him on that, though.
But don't judge me on that. Just judge Rich Versace.
Rob. That was fun.
He is Rob Demovsky. Thanks, Rob.
All right, we'll be seeing you.
American Family Insurance. Boy, they've got a lot of
Doesn't matter
great
what
things
you're
going
making, you need to be insured properly, and life is better with American Family Insurance. That's because their agents will make you feel totally protected with a home, auto, or life policy that's just right for you. Also, you're free to go enjoy your dreams. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
We roll on live from Steinhoff's off the Beltline.
It was exhausting.
You've been exasperated with all 3 people that have been part of the program.
I haven't been exasperated with you.
No, you don't. Okay,
what have I been exasperated with you?
And Riley. He got into it with Riley for a minute off air, too. So that's
Jesse,
really.
you're not helping.
I don't think I got into it. I said, Riley, let's go. It's not getting into it. It's like, let's get the show going. That's not getting into it.
Pablo.
I haven't said a word to Pablo. Pablo's fine.
Pablo's scared.
I think Rachel's been awesome. Danny's been great. Our team has been great outside of Jesse and Rob. I don't know what. That's where I'm at. What do you want me to say? I haven't said anything about anybody else. Dale brought me coffee. He's awesome. Zeke is here. He's awesome. Jerry in the Prairie is here. He's awesome. So don't try to pigeonhole me as being like some blah, blah, blah. I've been very fair with my assessments of people today.
I couldn't agree more.
Period.
I disagree. Semicolon. You're annoying.
We're never getting invited back to Steinhoff's again. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
What was that?
It was just me, or I got such a bargain. Poorly constructed sofa falling apart.
I just bought you.
Yeah, well, I did just turn 3, I mean, at 67 in sofa years. I am so ready to retire and move to Miami.
I knew I should have listened to my mother and bought that other sofa from Steinhoff's. It was so strong and comfy.
Tired of furniture that doesn't hold up to its end of the bargain? Steinhoff's has quality furniture for every style and budget. Relax. It's Steinhoff's.
Mark Tauscher here to tell you a little bit more about Everlight Solar. We all know that electricity costs are on the rise. That's why you need to talk to my friends over at Everlight Solar. Their local team here in Madison is here to keep it simple. From your no-cost consultation to solar panel installation, the team at Everlight Solar will be with you every step of the way. Not only will they help you save money, but by switching to solar, you're also helping save the planet. Everlight Solar, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Check them out at everlightsolar.com.
What's new at Zimbrick Chevrolet? A lot. A free car wash with every service, plus a brand new detail facility to keep your ride looking fresh all year long. Relax with coffee and snacks while you wait, and if you can't, grab one of their numerous service loaners, take the shuttle, or even get a lift on them. Plus, Zimbrick Chevrolet has the largest new Chevrolet inventory in southern Wisconsin, and you'll never overpay at Zimbrick Chevrolet. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
Milwaukee, it's officially time for October baseball. The energy is electric, the city is buzzing, and there's no better way to celebrate than with Carbless. Carbless is the ready-to-drink cocktail that keeps fans cheering. No sugar, full of flavor, and always refreshingly delicious. Whether you're tailgating outside the stadium, celebrating downtown, or gathering with friends at home, Carbless is your go-to for every big hit, every clutch play, and every Brewers moment. So crack open a Carbless, raise it high, and toast to October baseball in Milwaukee, because nothing goes better with the big stage in baseball than finding your bliss. Visit drinkcarbless.com and see where Carbless is located nearest to you.
The Midwest's best baseball players have one thing in common: GRB Academy. For 15 years, GRB has been Wisconsin's leader in player development and advancement, producing over 468 college commits and 27 major league draft picks. Their Windsor facility has 52,000 square feet of elite baseball training space. Next up to bat is GRB's top prospect camp on Sunday, October 12th, open to the high school classes of 2026 through 2029. Claim your spot now at grbacademy.com.
Starion Bank redefines local banking in Madison. As a community bank with a commitment to Dane County, experience a banking relationship where your goals are our priority. Enjoy competitive deposit and loan rates and a partnership that thrives on local engagement and support. Starion Bank is more than a full-service financial institution. It's a community pillar dedicated to your prosperity. Visit one of our convenient branches in Middleton, Monona, or Sun Prairie. Starion Bank, offering banking, lending, mortgage, and cash management.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Hi, this is Lee, inviting you to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse in Middleton. We got a great happy hour every day of the week from 4 o'clock to 7, and our patio during the summer is open too. If you're getting married, special occasion, a birthday, anniversary, or even a business meeting, we've got all the accommodations right here at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. You work hard and sometimes you're not sure what you want to do, where you want to spend your money. I want to encourage you to come into Ruth's Chris Steakhouse and say hello. It'd be a pleasure to meet you.
For official rules and more information about every contest on 100.5 ESPN, visit ESPNWisconsinContests.com. That's ESPNWisconsinContests.com. You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN app.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Keep it right here after Wilde and Tausch, and join us for the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I say go, baby, go, go, go.
Thanks again to Rob Demovsky. We need to get to the weekend.
Notice you didn't jump in there. I'm assuming you're on Rob's side on that?
No, I made a joke about him being so highly paid at the end of the thing. You guys were going at it. I didn't feel like I wanted to interrupt. It was a really good banter.
Is that the most you think you've ever gotten into it with Rob?
No, I got into it with Rob when I played a little bit.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah. Not anything like that. So I think from a longevity, yes, that was 5 or 6 or 7 minutes long. So yeah. Thanks.
Great,
Riley. Great job! Exclamation point.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Exclamation point.
We did not get to point this out, but Rob now has company in the Bold-a-thon losers circle because Tom Waddle, who I thought
pretty good pick,
was in a really good spot. Do you guys play the somebody asked me about this morning, the survivor pools? Do you play
I used to. I've never fared well enough where I've lost interest in doing them after a while.
So how many people
pick Green Bay?
Pick Green Bay in that instance.
Yeah, it was a popular pick.
Typically what happens in those survivor pools are people will look at the largest point spread and then pick that team.
And you can only use each one
once.
Right?
Yep.
So
yeah. The way
Speaking of Survivor, I've jumped off that train. I used to really enjoy watching that show with my kids, and the last two seasons we stopped, and I'm done with it now.
What changed?
I don't know. You guys brought up Survivor. I did. So
You love Survivor.
I used to.
You were
yeah.
Mr. Survivor.
I'm out on it. Done.
All below deck all the time now?
No, not even below deck. Nope.
You know, Peacock has a really good streaming.
I watched that Charlie Sheen doc.
Yeah?
Whoa.
Do I want to watch it or do I not?
I think we as a society need to stop glamorizing people like Chuck. That's my takeaway.
I like that statement.
Have you watched the new Superman yet?
No.
Got that flight to
Hopefully
Oregon coming up soon.
Hopefully by Oregon. I doubt it'll be in there by Ann Arbor next weekend. So, no.
Anyway, Tom Waddle predicted the Packers would win 8 in a row to start the season, to start the year.
Who's running that website? The Boldathon?
That's Eric in Green Bay.
Oh, Eric in Green Bay. Okay.
Yeah. I saw he's tweeted a few more times.
Yeah?
See, Jamie in Orlando is wanting to re-fire up. I just don't think the Bucs are going to even be in the mix to win a championship.
Badger volleyball.
So you want to do Badger volleyball, Packers, Brewers?
Yeah.
I'm on board with that if Jamie is.
Badger volleyball, 7th ranked
Is
in
it
the country.
is it a slight to say that the Bucs have their odds and where they're
Well,
at?
I actually think because the Eastern Conference, all those other stars are injured going into this season, the Bucs do have a decent chance if they can stay healthy.
Okay.
So I don't think it's out of
All
the
right,
question.
let's fire up the band then. Let's go.
This has been your NBA Minutes on Wilde and Tausch live from Steinhoff.
If you had to right now, would you bet the Brewers to win the World Series?
I would not.
I have.
Love it.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Mm-hmm.
How much did you bet?
A comfortable amount for.
How many zeros are after the first digit?
None.
Okay. That's what I had a feeling.
So it's like nine.
No, one.
That
There's
means $9.
I'm sorry. There's 1 0 after the.
So
first
somewhere,
digit.
Jesse has wagered somewhere between $10 and $90.
I wagered a fast food dinner, not a steak dinner.
Okay. And well, your dollar goes a long way at Quick Trip.
Oh, indeed it does. Packer fans, your next Quick Trip run could score you the ultimate win. Cruise into tailgate season in a brand new Chevy Silverado RST. Blaze the trails on a Polaris Sportsman 570 or grill it up like an MVP with your very own Pit Boss Ultimate Liftoff Griddle. For every dollar you spend at Quick Trip with Quick Rewards, you earn points to use in the Packers Fan Zone. No purchase is necessary. Head over to QuickTrip.com/sweepstakes and don't miss quick hot savings this week. Nature's Touch milk, 2%, 1% skim, or a beautiful whole milk, $2.99 a gallon. Nature's Touch butter, $2.99 a pound. Quick Buns, 8 count, 2 for $2.22. And then if you want to get some of that new propane, it's still beautiful out. Propane Exchange, $22.99. Tailgate savings and sweepstakes only at Quick Trip, period. See you next time! Exclamation point.
The weekend preview, no punctuation whatsoever, is coming up next. Matt LaFleur is at the podium with Rob Demovsky and all those zeros on his paycheck, asking him questions. We will get to the weekend preview next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson, and it's Free Food Friday on ESPN Madison, brought to you by Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Caller number 5 right now at 844-770-3776 wins your own Free Food Friday compliments of Pizza Hut. Caller 5 right now. You can have Pizza Hut's new handcrafted personal flats pizzas. Enjoy bold recipes like Nashville Hot Chicken, the Pepperoni Duo, and Chicken Bacon Ranch. Just $5 each all day, every day. Caller 5 right now at 844-770-3776. Free Food Friday from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut, and you know how much I've loved Pizza Hut going back to the days when I was a kid, participating in their legendary Book It program. Man, I loved getting those personal pizzas, and Pizza Hut's latest offer has me feeling a blast from the past. Introducing Pizza Hut's $5 crafted flats pizzas. 5 bold, hand-stretched personal pizza recipes, 3 cheese, pepperoni duo, the ultimate, and for a limited time, Chicken Bacon Ranch and Nashville Hot Chicken. Each of these crafted flats pizzas, just $5. All day, every day, making them perfect options for lunch, dinner, or game day. Order your $5 crafted flats pizza at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. $5 crafted flats pizzas only at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Steinhoffels, celebrating 91 years with savings on furniture and mattresses. Trusted for quality and comfort. Shop in-store or online at steinhoffels.com. Wisconsin Volleyball's Carter Booth recording a massive milestone in a wild win over Florida. Booth collecting career block number 500 during the match. John Audius with the call.
Florida sets left side, and getting the block is Wisconsin. Getting stopped on the outside is Madkin, Carter Booth, and Grace Egan. And for Carter, that is career block number 500.
Wisconsin back in action, hosting Rutgers at the Fieldhouse, then traveling to Iowa Sunday. ESPN Madison is your proud home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. PellaWI.com.
Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment, and here's another great fundraising event in Madison.
Join us for Forward March, a celebration of the arts and community, on September 28th from 1 to 4 p.m. at Barnwood Events in Madison. Help us honor Mike Lacrone's legacy and support affordable arts access through the Lacrone Arts Fund. With special guest Tom Wopat, UW alum and star of The Dukes of Hazzard, and honorary chairperson Tony Granato, it's an afternoon of music, meaning, and making a difference. Visit copamadison.org to learn more.
I will see you there.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side. When you see Diamond Jim, you can count on him to be on your side. Selection beyond compare with on-site repair, so you can wear your jewelry with pride. Condon Jewelers, the jeweler on the east side, the jeweler on your side.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious, with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Give me one reason to steer, and I'll turn right back around. You can see me turning. Give me one reason to steer, and I'll turn right back around. You can see me turning. Said I don't wanna leave you lonely. You gotta make me change my mind.
Live from Steinhoffels off the Beltline in Madison. All the stars are out now. Jim Rutledge of Jim, Matt, and Molly is here. He'll be signing autographs from 12 until 1.
Interim host of the Barry Alvarez show coming up on
Jim
Monday
is back
night.
with...
Yeah.
Oh, God. Who's more annoyed, Jim with Tark and Derek or Tark and Derek with Jim? Because that is
Jim's
a real...
pointing to himself.
So will it be renamed the Jim Rutledge Show since you've basically made it the Jesse Nelson Show? Or
Well, it depends. If he gets 1.3 million views, then we could maybe think about calling it the Jim Rutledge Show.
Jesse viral.
Yeah.
Before we get to the weekend preview, since we're already running way late, Matt LaFleur at the podium. Anthony Belton suffered his ankle injury during practice on Wednesday.
Oh. Yeah.
He is out.
That's not
out.
Good. That's not good.
For Sunday, so that means Darian Kennard, presumably, if they're not going to have either Aaron Banks or Zach Tom already missing from their starting lineup. Time now for the weekend preview.
Usually I give you 5 games on the weekend.
No, we
docket.
don't have time for that.
And that's why he's got like 8.
I was going to give you like 9 games because
we got
they're all
plenty of
so
time
good.
for that. It is actually a great weekend of
It's
football.
a fantastic weekend of football. Let me just run through them. Tell me which one stands out most to you because there's a lot to choose from.
Okay. Oregon, Penn State.
It's a good one. All right, 11 a.m. Saturday. 21 USC, 23 Illinois.
Love that game.
Top 25
Illinois
matchup.
big.
USC's already complaining about the early kickoff.
Yeah,
Number 1, Ohio State at Washington, 2:30 on CBS.
Sneaky. Could be sneaky.
Washington's good.
Could be sneaky.
Number 4, LSU. Number 13, Ole Miss. There's some drama. You know the drama around that?
I do. The Lane. I want to watch that Lane Kiffin doc that was on. His
Yeah,
daughter,
30 for 30.
His daughter is dating a starting linebacker for LSU, and they made their little whatever Instagram official deal out there. And Lane,
The week of the game.
Yeah, very nice, very fun.
Lane Kiffin's the head coach at Ole Miss.
I know that. Thank
Okay.
you. I was.
You look
is
confused.
You did look confused.
No, I'm confused by that's the controversy or that's the Okay.
People
but
like
the
personal
documentary.
stories. The documentary's supposed to be really
separate
good.
Of
Yeah,
that.
the many lives of Lane Kiffin.
Thank you.
Where he documents him going to
I'll watch
USC,
that
the Raiders.
after I get done with the Charlie Sheen documentary.
No, you won't. 6th ranked Oregon, number 3 Penn State, whiteout 6:30 prime time on NBC.
That'll be a good
rematch of the Big Ten championship game last year.
Yeah.
Number 17 Alabama at number 5 Georgia Saturday night on ABC and the ESPN app. That'll be a good one too.
Yeah.
Then the pro slate Sunday morning, kicking off the European tour. Vikings Steelers 8:30 a.m. on the NFL Network.
We know Jason will be watching that.
Browns Lions at noon Sunday on Fox. Commanders Falcons noon Sunday on CBS.
Tough
And-
matchup for the Lions. The Browns are really good.
And this is a tough draw for fans here.
I'll
in,
guarantee you this: the Lions ain't throwing a 50 burger up on that Browns defense.
No, they aren't. Tough draw for fans in the Wisconsin markets. In Madison, Milwaukee TV markets, we get Bears-Raiders Sunday at 3:25.
No, I want Chiefs-Ravens.
We don't get Chiefs-Ravens. We get the Bears game.
No.
Bears-Raiders is our 3:25 game.
Can we
What do we
opt
get
out?
in Green Bay?
In
Fox Cities?
Bay, they're getting Mahomes and Lamar Jackson.
Why can we not
Why
opt
would
out?
that be?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
I just look at the map and I tell you what games everybody gets locally. Here in Madison and Milwaukee TV markets, we get Bears-Raiders. In Green Bay, they get Chiefs-Ravens.
All right, I won't watch either.
Good for you.
Thanks.
Way to
All
put
right.
your foot down.
Which game do you like the most of that whole slate?
Ooh.
Great weekend of football.
It is. I mean, I think Oregon Penn State is probably the most intriguing. You got two big heavyweights in the Big Ten. Penn State has had problems beating the big and winning the big boy games. This is obviously a huge challenge for both of them. And I don't know how you can't be intrigued by Alabama, Georgia. So those, unfortunately, are both at the same time. That would be the two, and I'm going to pick Oregon Penn State as the. I'm not going to be able to watch it because I'm not available, but that's what I would watch if I was available.
Oregon Penn State will definitely be on for me on Saturday evening. I am curious about Illinois because I turned that game on last Saturday when they were, and I did not expect Indiana to be blowing them out to the degree that they did. Tough break for Brett Bielema. All right, that is the weekend preview. We need to get to the 11 o'clock hour, which will include our prize picks of the week, headlines, Whoa Nelly, and Feel Good Friday, painted by Holman Lindsay Paints, but we can't get to any of that until Tausch tells us about Coors Light.
Indeed, and whether you're tailgating pregame, enjoying your experience during the game, or celebrating that big win after the game, or you just need a moment to chill, crack open that Rocky Mountain Cold Coors Light, brewed with a 3-step cold process, cold lager, cold filtered, and it is cold packaged because it's actually made to chill. Celebrate responsibly, Coors Brewing Company, a Golden, Colorado.
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to jump in there.
Nope, you're really on it today. You're sharp.
Thanks. The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch will be on that in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
ESPN Wisconsin's Mark Tausch here with a refreshing offer for a bath or shower remodel from Kohler Services. Well, this month only, get $1,000 off your Lugstone shower remodel and 0 interest financing for 12 months. My new buddy Chris from Oostburg is one of their skilled installers who demos your existing bath or shower, removes it, and disposes it before installing your brand new dream shower. Visit KohlerServicesWI.com to request your free quote with fast professional installation always included. Again, that's KohlerServicesWI.com.
This is Monte Ball.
Monte steps to the right, dashes, reaches, touchdown.
You listen to 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison, and streamers everywhere. My name is Riley Yauk, and this is your Sports Center update, brought to you by Wisconsin Surplus in Mount Horeb, your homegrown auction powerhouse. From government assets to vehicles and equipment, find your next deal at wisconsinsurplus.com. Still some work to do for the Milwaukee Brewers as they try to lock up the best regular season record in baseball and home field advantage throughout the playoffs, hopefully up to the World Series. With the Phillies' 1-0 win over the Marlins last night, that magic number still sits at just 1. So a Philadelphia loss to Minnesota tonight or a Milwaukee win over Cincinnati, and the Brewers will have clinched everything possible, essentially will have won the regular season and set a new franchise record for regular season wins at 97. So still some skin in the game for the Crew tonight as they battle the Reds, who are still looking for a playoff berth of their own. They're right at the fringe. First pitch is slated for 7:10 p.m. Central tonight with Quinn Priester on the bump. Brewers looking for their 20th straight win when he pitches. Pre-game coverage starts at 6:35 right here on Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch, live from Steinhoff's on the Beltline in Madison. Continues. K-Dog coming in.
K-Dog in the house.
K-Dog.
I love it when people come by. It's really fun. And it just adds another
Great
layer.
hat.
Because no one's coming by the basement studio.
Nope.
Cats, dogs.
Well, you got that hamster that you almost killed.
Well, and now we got a new one. Yeah.
The other one died? Why didn't you bring that up?
Hamster lifespans are not great.
What happened? Cat eat it?
No, just natural causes, unfortunately.
Did you get an autopsy on it?
We did not, but we do have quite a pet cemetery going in the far back of our
Law and Order
backyard.
Wilde's basement.
If you had to put, I know we're doing prize picks, you more or less, if I said 10 cats, Jesse, do you think it's more?
In the house right now?
In the house, yes.
I'm going to go less, but not by much.
I think it's more.
It is.
He's
less.
Well, he's saying that because he's afraid he's not
he's
rated.
going to get in trouble legally.
Yeah.
Do we know what the actual number of allowable cats? Could you have a house full of cats?
No.
How do you? I mean, if
Because
you take
because I did in fact look up the.
What's the rule?
I believe it's 3.
101 Dalmatians.
Just
highly
wait. You
illegal.
can only have 3 cats, even if you have a big house like you have.
Is it per capita?
It's
got to be per square
I don't think
foot.
it's related to square footage. No.
For every bedroom.
Why would it not be square footage related?
Again, I don't know. But my understanding, generally speaking, I would think for the number of cats we have, the normalcy of our residence is probably the anomaly for a house that has as many cats as we have. That's what I would say.
Okay.
In addition to the 2 dogs and the 2
Okay.
hamsters. Time now for the prize picks of the weekend.
And I just got my notification from Prize Picks. Flex Friday today, 60% boost today on your Flex
But that's
Friday
only for
selection.
Friday picks.
No, you can enter them for the weekend today. So take the advice we're going to offer here.
I always think
Play
the
it.
Friday, just so we're on the same page,
Yeah.
make sure you're accurate with this.
Yes.
Friday, you don't have to just pick Friday, because in the NBA season you do.
No, it's different.
Okay.
It is different. So you
All
can
right.
you can put the pick in. You have to do it before like 11 o'clock tonight.
Okay.
but it's good for you can pick the NFL games this weekend or the college games tomorrow.
Yep. One of the big problems I have is I want instant, I want to know I won or lost right away. So I don't like waiting 3 days. I want to do it, boom, that day, and then I want to have. So then I'll occasionally do a Friday night. Okay, boom, and then boom. So that's something that I got to work on myself.
For those that don't play, that would be interested in playing, what does the 60% boost mean?
So whatever your standard rate would be if you put $5 on your selection, and the flex play, if you pick 4, you would win $25. With the 60% boost, you would get 60% more than what that would be. So
sounds like a good opportunity.
Kind of depends on how many you pick. If you want to go for 6 for 6, or if you want to go 3 or 4, it kind of changes depending on how many you want to put in there. So let's review some of these, see what we're on the same page about. Real projections, courtesy of Prize Picks. Revenge game, Micah Parsons, more or less than 0.75 sacks.
More. I know they're going to try their best to limit but there's just some of these games, and Jason asked me earlier in the week if it's, is he not really going to be more motivated, or is it the same? It's not. So they're going to put tight ends. They're going to do everything they can, but I just believe he's going to find a way to get Dak Prescott on the ground. I thought it would be more than 1. I thought it would be 1.25. So if it's at 0.75, I feel pretty good. I'm going to go more.
I'm going to go more as well. He is not leaving this game without a sack.
All right. I like that one. Javonte Williams.
He literally isn't going to leave. He'll stay in the suite.
Stay in the suite.
He might just sleep in the suite.
This is for
Get
you,
his money's
Tausch.
worth at least.
Charlie Checkdown, Dallas Cowboys. You've been talking this up all week. Javonte Williams, the running back for the Cowboys. More or less than 3.5 receptions, and that's got the little ghoulie guy next to it working up. You can go the goblin.
The ghoulie guy.
The goblin for 1.5 is like a cupcake.
Who's their
Take
third?
that.
Who's their third down back?
I don't remember. Let me check. Sanders, I think it is.
Sanders. What's his number?
It's not Mel Turpin.
He wasn't listed.
Okay, so I needed it to be at 2.5 because I thought he'd get 3. 3.5 makes me a little scared because I don't know if he's out there on third down. I need to know who the third down back is because I believe that's where Charlie Checkdown really comes into play. But with that said, this is what this defense does. Dak is going to be very skittish on Sunday. That ball is going to come out of his hand. I'm going more, even with a ghoul.
You could work it up to 4.5 for even better odds if you like that.
The ghoulier guy.
Yeah, I think 4 is about where I feel comfortable.
Four Charlie Checkdowns.
Oh, it'll be more than that Charlie Checkdown. Just I don't know about the Javonte.
Yeah, I'm going to go less. I think Tausch makes a good point about who all they're going to have running out of their backfield and catching passes.
All right, I'll check while we continue here, see if any of the other guys. Blue is in the mix. Also,
Blue.
Sanders. So
he
we'll
joins
see.
us on Wednesdays.
That's true. That's true that Blue does.
This is fun.
Oh, I like
all
fun.
of these guys have the same projection. Romeo Doubs, Matthew Golden, Tucker Kraft, more or less than 42.5 receiving yards.
Ooh.
You like any of those?
Tucker for sure. Well, I said Golden's going to be the Steinhoff.
You did.
So Golden.
Got to go more there.
I'll go more on both.
How I see, Jesse, because I know we're running behind, so we want to get the headlines coming up here. You skipped over Jordan Love, more or less 228.5 passing yards. Do we believe that the Packers are when we're sitting here, well, not here on Monday because we won't be back at Steinhoff's, but when we're talking on Monday, will we be sitting here discussing what a breakout offensive game it had been against the Dallas Cowboys scuffling defense, or will we be going, boy, I mean, they won and they got some production offensively, but boy, we had a lot of lesses on our total passing yards, and I'm very curious to see what this game ends up actually looking like, because I feel confident that they're not going to lose 2 in a row, but I'm leery of going big on any of these offensive numbers for the Packers.
24 points will be the line of whether or not we're going to be saying what you just said on either side of it. If it's less than 24, I think people are going to be like, we got some issues. If it's more, I think people, even if it's 27, I think they'll say, okay, we're coming around, because now there's already going to be a lot of question marks about who's playing right tackle, who's playing
Correct.
left guard.
Right.
That is not like snap your fingers. Now, the good news is you ain't going against Malik and going against Miles. You're going against, I don't even know who, Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm Kenny, I want to make
Jadeveon Clowney will be active.
Is he?
Yep.
All right.
The Cowboys' defense is so bad.
Yeah,
Caleb
bad.
Williams looked like a world beater
He
last
did.
week against that defense.
You got free hot dogs for everybody.
Yeah.
I am going to go. I'm going to go off the board.
Oh.
I'm going to take my guy Dontavion Wicks at 41.5.
Yeah, he's 1 yard less than the rest of the guys. 41
Gives
and
me
a
a little
half.
more breathing room.
Sure does. Extended a little forward. Yeah.
You are a loyal Wickser.
I'm a believer. I don't know if he'll be doing it beyond 2026 for someone else instead of the Packers, but I still do believe in Dontavion Wicks. I also believe in your love of Prize Picks.
Football season is here, and I've got to tell you, Prize Picks has made every game a little bit more fun. Prize Picks is daily fantasy made simple. Pick more or less on at least 2-player stat projections, like Romeo Dobbs, 42, Golden, 42, Tucker, 42. Jason's guy, Wicks, 41. You got them all. Jordan Love, 220. I love how quick and easy it is. You can set a lineup in less than a minute. And even if you do Friday, you get the 60% boost. There's always something to do with Prize Picks. They make it fun all season long, and withdrawals are fast and secure. With Apple Pay, Venmo, and more, that's why millions of fans, including myself, are on America's #1 fantasy sports app. So download the Prize Picks app today. Use that code WI to get $50 in lineups after you play that first $5 lineup. That's code WI for $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 play. Prize Picks. It's good
to be right.
Yeah.
By the way, Miles Sanders and Blue both not on the board as of now, so you
Okay.
might have to keep your eyes peeled for Sunday. They may pop up on Sunday.
But I want to get it in on Friday so I can get the little
they're
60
not
piece.
listed on receptions or receiving yards as of now.
Okay.
Just wanted to give you the.
Does Old Boy have receiving yards, Javante?
Yes. I'm sure you want me to tell you what it is now.
Why
and
don't
I'm
you
gonna
tell me what that
take
number
a
would
second to find that for you. So here we go. Searching Prize Picks. You can search by game, which actually makes it really easy to navigate some of this stuff. And already, Javonte Williams, 18.5 receiving yards.
Oof. I'd have to think about that.
All that for a, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what it is.
We're live from Steinhoffels. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for Grassland Dairy. And with Green Bay playing on Sunday night and Wisconsin on its bye, this might just be the perfect weekend to spend a little extra time preparing a fantastic breakfast. And you know, no breakfast is complete without the pure and delicious taste of Grassland butter. Grassland Dairy has been serving up delicious taste and high-quality butter from farm to table since 1904. That's over 5 generations. And the key to success for Grassland Dairy over all these years has been the high-quality ingredients Wisconsin's dairy farmers help produce to give Grassland its pure and delicious flavor. Thank you, farmers, and thank you, Wisconsin, from Grassland Dairy. Butter better with better butter. There is truly no better product and no better taste than the pure and delicious taste of Grassland butter. Grassland Dairy, crafting butter for 5 generations.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the Cincinnati Reds.
Stevenson, flare, shallow right. Freelick coming on. Freelick dives. He caught it.
Tonight on 100.5 ESPN.
Looking for a delicious meal without breaking the bank? Cousin Subs has you covered. Our $10 meal deal gives you a 7.5-inch ham and provolone, turkey breast, or veggie sub piled high with fresh hand-sliced ingredients, crisp veggies, and all your favorite toppings. Add a bag of chips or regular fries, a fountain drink, and a cookie, all for just $10. This deal's available online or through the Cousins app only. And you can enjoy your meal at home, at work, or delivered straight to your door, hot and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better. Available at participating locations. Offer subject to change.
It's football season in Wisconsin, and the energy is electric. Get ready to fuel up the hype with Monster Energy. With bold flavors and that legendary kick, Monster gives you the power to go all 4 quarters. Whether you're tailgating before the big game, watching with friends at home, or catching every play at your favorite spot. Because game day isn't just about football. It's about bringing the energy wherever you are. Stop by your local Piggly Wiggly to pick up a Monster Energy drink today. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast.
Grassland butter is built by tradition right here in Wisconsin. Grassland is family owned and has been crafting butter for 5 generations. That's why at Grassland Butter, you're more than just an employee, you're family. The Wietrich family believes in supporting each other, growing together, and building a workplace where everyone feels valued. Your voice matters at Grassland Dairy. Your success is our success. Join a team where culture isn't just a buzzword, it's how we live every day. Check us out online at grassland.com. That's grassland.com.
At J&K Security Solutions, protecting your home or business is more than just a priority. It's what we do. I'm President Jeffrey Beckman. Since 1987, J&K Security Solutions has been committed to providing Madison and Southern Wisconsin with dependable security solutions. Whether it's security, fire, or the latest automation solutions, go to jksecurity.com to see how J&K can help keep your home or business secure. Get protected now at jksecurity.com.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Mark Tauscher here for Chalmers Jewelers. I've been a big fan of Scott, Garrett, and the whole team at Chalmers Jewelers for years now. I go there, my friends go there, and most importantly, my wife loves it whenever I get her something from Chalmers Jewelers. It's my go-to spot for birthdays, anniversaries, and any special occasion. For quality jewelry and a great experience, choose Chalmers Jewelers, the place to go for that perfect gift. Stop at Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton and Madison.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
It's going to be a great segment.
Yeah.
Time now for headlines.
Why are you hitting it?
We've buried the lead.
But it's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah, I've read the headlines.
It's time to predict this week's headlines.
It's a good way to get back on the clock, though. We don't have enough headlines for headlines. Tausch, how's your headline?
I think it's good. As you've known, we are doing more limerick style.
Limericky.
Which, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that it's 1-2-5 rhymey, 3-4 rhymey.
You're more of an iambic pentameter guy.
I don't know what that means, but yes. So here we go. The Pack was stunned by the loss in Week 3, and the best medicine is a trip to Big D. Micah attacks Leafs with 3 sacks. It's a 31-10 loss for Jerry.
Boy, that's really good.
That was your best one yet this
thought
season.
last week.
Your delivery was really
your
great
delivery
here.
was
Oh, you think it's better? Well, it's
yeah.
like...
Yeah,
well,
you're starting
I
to get
guess
the-
Rob wouldn't agree, but the more you do something and maybe you get better at things,
The more
then
we
you get
pay-
paid more.
The more we
and,
pay
yeah,
you
so-
for your limericks,
Well,
the better they'll be.
Yeah.
For poor Jerry. All right, Jesse, how's that headline?
I'm ready.
Packers win.
Close. Mic it up. Parsons Project perfection for Packers. Defense stifles Cowboys 34-7 rout on Sunday Night Football.
34-7.
34-7. That defense has been so good. Last week they only gave up the points because they were handed a short field and a disastrous end-of-game situation. The Cowboys, while they have an offense that can move the football, I think they're going to be extra shut down.
Stifled.
Thanks to the Packers defense wanting to come out strong for Micah Parsons, even though everyone's saying it's just another game this week. And the Cowboys' defense sucks. I think the Packers get out in front early in this game, have a commanding lead throughout, and Tausch can start the post-game show mid-third quarter.
Yo, I am going to be disappointed if we're not starting that post-game show by the at least 8-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Be disappointed.
And you do intend to actually – have you done that
We've
yet?
done it twice, and we've been well on.
But last week, Homer wanted
did
to
not
start
know.
it. You saved us from an embarrassment.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair.
Because he was ready to do it, and that.
And by the way, he should have been right.
But he wasn't.
Yeah.
I would feel more comfortable about saying it's going to be a 34-7 blowout if they were playing in Green Bay. I don't know why.
Never lost in
AT&T
Stadium.
As I learned, the last time they lost in AT&T Stadium was in 2007 when Tausch was playing.
Except for that one time.
When it wasn't AT&T Stadium.
I am very curious to see. I don't need to fast forward. We got a lot going on this weekend, but I am very eager to see what Monday's show is like, because my sneaking suspicion is that they're going to win in less than impressive fashion. And it's going to result in some more questions about how good are they really. Oh, the defense is good, but that's the vibe I'm going in. Obviously, my vibes have been wrong many times over the years.
And by the way, I don't think that's a bad thing for this team moving forward if they do win in a way.
Yeah.
But if the offense struggles immensely, there'll be a heavy, heavy concern level by everybody, including Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something. They're watching that same film. They know.
And I would also say I have an apprehension about them being able to put up 34 points given their offensive.
They're going to get
situation.
some short. They're going to get some short fields.
Yeah, sure. But and look, that's one area for all the flowers and bouquets we are throwing at the defense. And I asked Jeff Hafley about this yesterday, because he loves things that his guys aren't doing, because it gives them stuff to get after them about. They've got 2 takeaways in 3 games. And for a defense that has been preaching that constantly, we had the exciting little ball king story and everything else. They got no fumbles forced. They don't have anything to show for it. So it'll be interesting to see if Tausch is right and they get some short fields. That obviously makes things a bit easier to put up big numbers. But if they've got Darian Kennard at right tackle and Brant Banks and Donovan Jennings as the next men up on their offensive line, that could be problematic.
Sure.
All right, those are our headlines for some of us. Brought to you by UW Credit Union.
For every stage of life, UW Credit Union is here for every you. Proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years. They're going to help you reach your financial goals. And you know what? Why would you want to join UW Credit Union? Well, because they keep their banking local. Member-first service is fantastic, and they have great perks like early payday, but they are out in the community. They support Wisconsin. And Bucky, that cute little rascal, how do you say no to that face? If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fan will make you do crazy things, but this makes sense. You become a UW Credit Union member today. Get your Bucky card like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions to apply.
We will get to Whoa Nelly coming up.
Where do these Coors Lights come from?
Oh, our buddy over here.
K-Dog brought those?
K-Dog. I don't know if I could say that, but K-Dog.
Dang.
He loves Coors Light like we love Coors Light.
Coors Light. It's tasty.
Did you crack that open?
No.
Oh,
I think that was
a
a sound effect from
Sounds
Riley.
good.
But it was really well
That's
timed.
Friday.
It was so well executed that I actually started looking around.
I thought you had like a can
trying
down
to figure
there.
out who opened it.
What a producer Riley is. What a job, Riles.
Yeah, the YouTube commenters want him full-time. Tough day for me and the dwellers today.
Whoa Nelly. So why not do Whoa Nelly?
Yeah, that'll go well.
That's next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust. As the football season rolls on, the baseball playoffs take center stage, and the days get shorter and shorter. You know what that means, and whether you want to hear it or not, winter is creeping up just around the corner. So here's the thing. You can choose to ignore that the brutal Wisconsin winter is quickly approaching, or you can do the smart thing and think about getting your vehicle prepared now so you don't have any issues when that slippery snow first falls. Well, I recommend stopping in to see the amazing service team at Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie. Get a tune-up, check the battery, check your tires, it's a big one for winter, change the oil, and make sure all the inner workings of your vehicle are in tip-top shape. You can take my word for it. From summer road trips all around the state to driving to work in the tumultuous Wisconsin winter, Zimbrick Chevrolet is truly the name you can trust. Schedule a service appointment, view vehicle inventory, and learn more about all they have to offer at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. That's ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
The power of friendship has spawned a memorable baseball season in Milwaukee. When you choose to work with Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, the relationship is more than what feels like having a friend. Pella honors trust and commitment on your behalf, before, during, and after the sale. And with this month's incredible deal, Gina Della from Pella is here to share why you shouldn't wait to order new windows and doors.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. Set your free in-home consultation today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. Ends 9/30/2025.
Wisconsin sports fans, Brian Balaga here from my friends at Surfside. Football season is back, and we're bringing you your tailgate must-have. There's nothing more refreshing than an ice-cold Surfside to enjoy while you cheer on your home team. Made with real vodka and real brewed tea, Surfside is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, and 0 bubbles. That's right, no carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. It's not a seltzer, it's Surfside. Ask for it at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Must be 21. Please drink responsibly.
At Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction, you won't have to worry about your old lawnmower pulling a hamstring. They make buying and selling easy. Wisconsin Surplus Online Auction is simple, reliable, and unlike your fantasy team this football season, they'll actually deliver. Have equipment taking up space? Let them be your surplus solution. You send it in, they list it, people bid, and you actually win. Bid, buy, sell, and score big today at WisconsinSurplus.com. Because winning isn't just for game day. WisconsinSurplus.com.
The people have spoken, and the results are undeniable. Ridgetop Exteriors has added to our dozens of awards by sweeping a recent People's Choice Awards, taking home Best Roofing, Best Siding, Best Windows, and Best Overall Home Improvement Company. That's not just winning, that's setting the standard. Bo here with Ridgetop Exteriors. At Ridgetop Exteriors, we deliver with expert craftsmanship, top quality materials, and customer service that keeps area homeowners coming back project after project.
Oh, the guys from Ridgetop Exteriors are here.
The message is loud and clear. You want the best, you call Ridgetop. 4 categories, 4 wins, 1 name. Ridgetop Exteriors, the undisputed champion and your only choice for home exteriors. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com to experience the difference today. That's ridgetopexteriors.com, your People's Choice Award winners.
Ridgetop Exteriors is the place for you.
The UW Credit Union member Mark Tauscher here. People ask me, old T, why did you join UW Credit Union? Well, is it to keep your banking local? Is it the member first service? Great perks like early payday? Absolutely. But honestly, between us, I mean, it's Bucky. I can't say no to that face. If you love Wisconsin like I do, you just can't pay with anything else. Fandom makes us do crazy things, but this just makes sense. Become a UW Credit Union member and get your Bucky card like me. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson. Join us for the broadcast of Wisconsin Badgers volleyball coming up later today, exclusively streaming on the ESPN Wisconsin app. Brought to you by Smith Roofing.
Jesse, I am curious.
What a week he's had, right? Johnny Viral, and he eats it up.
Yeah.
Some of us would be like, "Oh, that's kind of controversial." Jelly eats it up, and as long as it's not about him, because when he did the Coors Light he was very concerned.
Yeah, we didn't like that. Yeah.
He didn't like that, but when he can get Coach Alvarez under the lights
in the hot water.
I mean, honestly, going back to last week, we went viral with your first pitch. So if we count that. and the Barry clip and
something else.
Coach McCarthy
you
with
had a
Mac
full
at the
week.
volleyball game.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a popular week for me.
So as long as somebody else looks bad or is in hot water, you would like to capitalize on that for your own viral game.
It seems as if.
That
yeah.
does appear to be a common theme among the three things.
It does. So kudos to you.
I feel dirty now.
You are filthy.
You are dirty.
This is the business you've chosen. You want to be a filth. And it's working.
I don't want to be a filth.
I don't want to be a filth. You're a filth monger. Well, this segment is yours. So do something stupid so you can go viral on your own behalf. It's time now for Whoa Nelly.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa, Nelly!
On Wilde and Tausch.
I think in honor of Eleanor being part of this, I think we need to bring back Yerp or Nerp instead, because I'm still mad that we killed that.
That failed miserably.
She had she had a great idea, and we poorly executed it.
I don't know.
Good coaches always take the blame, but it was her players that ruined it.
It was you guys. You didn't.
Right! I am taking ownership.
Okay, kudos to you.
Bring back Yerp or Nerp.
All right. Yerp or Nerp?
Well, we're doing it right now.
You want the Milwaukee Brewers to play the Chicago Cubs in the NLDS.
Yerp. Let's just slay all the dragons, man. It's dragon slaying season. You think Pat Murphy's scared? He's down there flipping pancakes, having the time of his life down there. He's ready to roll. And if it's Craig Counsell and the Cubs, so be it. One of their best pitchers, I think, is hurt. What are we doing here?
I am
Embrace the fact, Yerp this thing
sorry,
up.
I thought you were done.
Plus, I don't.
Yerp this thing
You
up.
think these guys want to fly out to San Diego rather than take the train down? Get on the train with Counsell down to get the what is it? The
In full
Acela
uniform?
the Acela Express down to Cubby Stadium.
The Hiawatha. I am a very big time Nerp.
Yeah.
Let the Padres take out the Cubs. You don't remember when the Packers won the Super Bowl in 1996? You were a youngster then.
I don't really.
But you know who they didn't have to beat on the road to Super Bowl 31?
Who?
The Dallas Cowboys.
You know who they
Did it make it any less sweet that they won the Super Bowl?
No.
No.
You want to know who all wanted to take the Cowboys out? Every one of those cats on that squad.
Right, but we're not on that squad.
But
I just want them to. I would love for them to win a World Series.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
But it would be even that much sweeter if they take out CC.
CC Sabathia's on the
Craig Counsell.
Come on.
Padres.
Chris Canty.
Chris Canty.
Another good CC.
A lot of CCs.
All right. Whoa, Nelly.
Whoa, Nelly!
Watched some Thursday night football last night.
It's on Amazon.
My friend said the Arizona Cardinals jerseys looked like tortillas because they were kind of like that light brown. It was like the desert looking, and they had like a red accent. They said they looked like tortillas.
We like tortillas.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were good looking
So
jerseys.
is that good or bad?
Yerp or Nerp? Kyler Murray is good.
Nerp. He stunk the whole game, right?
And then he let a big comeback in the fourth
yeah,
quarter.
he's one of those. And
the
I
kicker
thought,
cost him.
I heard Canty say this morning, and I thought his
CC
said this, and it was really good. It's golfing where you stink and you're over par, you're struggling, and then you hit some great three-wood that comes out of your keister, and you're like, oh, I love this, man. I got to get back. That's what they did last night. Kyler Murray is the guy, he struggles, and then he'll pull something out of his keister, and it's like, oh, that's the thing we think, but we never get it on a consistent basis, but I got to get back. And that's Kyler Murray in a nutshell. I thought that was a great analogy.
I would say Yerp to that analogy and Nerp to that he's good. He's just good enough to keep you believing that he's good enough.
Don't stop believing, some would say.
You should stop believing, more likely.
No, yeah.
This is great. It's great to have Yerp or Nerp.
Yeah. Whoa, Nelly.
Eleanor was so interested in it, she left.
No, she wants to test rest. She's looking for a new mattress.
There were some fun foosball tables back
and for
there.
$20 to Special Spaces Wisconsin, and a $20 gift card, which I need to get lunch, by the way, when I'm leaving town.
Oh, great. We are flying out tomorrow for our scam vacation to Orlando.
Wait, no, you think You're flying out.
We are scheduled to fly out at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Because all the people that took part in this are all flying standby.
Do you think at all? Do you remember the old? Do you remember the old deal where they got all these Washington at that point Redskin fans together, and it was a crime? They ended up getting all these criminals. They were given a ticket giveaway, and it ended up being a undercover sting operation to arrest people. Is there any chance this is? Have you seen this? It is a fantastic deal.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It was like a short 30 for 30. They had this whole deal where they got all these. They gave away all these tickets to the Redskins game in the 80s, and they piled all these people in a room, and they're like, "Okay, well, here's the deal. This is what it is." And then all of a sudden, zip, FBI, the cops came in, and everybody's arrested. I
just looked it up on Wikipedia, which is where I go for all my information. Operation Flagship, it was called. It's a sting operation jointly organized by the U.S. Marshal Service and the Metro Police Department in Washington, D.C., that resulted in the arrest of 101 wanted fugitives on December 15th, 1985.
Like, if I was you, I'd be thinking as I went in that airport, and if they say, "Hey, everybody, we're getting you into the lounge today. Everybody go up to the lounge, too." And if they do that, I think you guys probably need to think, "Hey, I'm going to head home." That's what I would recommend.
The fugitives voluntarily went to the Washington Convention Center responding to an invitation sent by a fictional television company.
Was it called Groupon?
I think it was $150. You get to go anywhere in the world.
To claim 2 free tickets.
And all the food is included. What they didn't tell you, it's prison. But that's
3 hots and a cot.
Where are you staying in Orlando? It's some new hotel called the Penitentiary.
Sounds
so
French.
It's a 2-day stay. You get 3 hots and a cot.
I just have to tell you, that was a fantastic poll. For a guy that sometimes worries about his memory, you crushed that.
That was good.
That was really
and I don't think it's completely. Do I think that's going to happen to you? I don't.
He's not a fugitive.
You don't know what is all going on. Everybody thinks they know. You thought I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go there. But you always think there's players. Oh, he's such a good guy. He's doing this. And next thing you know, they're arrested for 35 years. Stuff does happen that we don't know about.
It's a very extreme case.
So Yerp or Nerp, something will go wrong.
Jesse,
Nerp
the trip.
Nerp, it's going to be a wonderful trip. You're going to come back with an Airbnb and you're going to say, "This guy wouldn't leave. I don't know what was going on."
I already did that trip 2 years ago.
No, Nerp, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be the time of your life.
I think in the best interest of the show,
I hope.
Yerp, all kinds of things are going to
happen. Oh, no, safety, obviously, we want you to be safe.
Yes, we don't want anything bad to happen.
Do we hope that you have to do a 3-day telethon at on some timeshare? I think we kind of do.
I'm going to leave Riley all the keys to the show just in case I don't make it back.
You'll make it back, but I do wonder what there's got to be a catch.
I talked to my dad for all of 4 minutes this morning on the phone, and he was able to sneak in, "Hey, did you see there might be a hurricane coming?" So we got that going for us.
You wonder why there's so many great deals down to Florida right now.
God, like we've done a lot of fun things as we are into our 10th season. I am fascinated to see how this plays out for you.
Mystery vacation.
I could have never done this.
I love that you're doing it, and if it was a different point in my life, I'd do this in a heartbeat because it's fun. And it has the potential to be awesome or a complete and utter disaster. And that's a fun way to live sometimes.
If all goes well, I'll let you know how Epcot's doing this week. If not, I guess you'll hear otherwise.
Hey, everybody, we got this big group coming over to Epcot. Australia, like the old days back when they sent the British down there. It's going to be very similar. You have to wear British gear so everybody knows who the targets are, and then we're going to put you in prison for 2 days.
I think Riley would like to draw our trivia winner now.
I think you would like me to draw our trivia winner right now.
That's true.
And our trivia winner is Sam in Milwaukee.
Congratulations.
Sam is the big winner this week, and you can be a big winner at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Before we get to Feel Good Friday, painted by Home and Lindsay.
And the Hard Rock Casino Rockford features over 175,000 square feet of gaming and entertainment space, more than 1,300 slots, 50 live table games, a sports book, and a rock shop. And I don't know who I was talking to at that debacle of a JV game last night. They were talking about the Jordan. No, not the photographer for the other team. Jordan Love MVP. Jesse and I got in at a really good spot. Packers wins, we got in on a really good spot. You can too. Down at the Hard Rock Casino, they have the great entertainment venue, 23,000 square feet, premium concert and event space. It's a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois.
We wrap up the show and wrap up the week with Feel Good Friday, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints. We'll do that next. Live from Steinhoff's Off the Beltline, it's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, brought to you by Grassland Butter. Grassland Dairy is Wisconsin. Learn more at grasslandbutter.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and bouncing back from a tough loss last weekend with a Sunday night game in Dallas for our favorite team. I'm feeling good on this Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints. Well, I can tell you this, we're feeling good when my family worked with the pro painters from Hallman Lindsay for our home's paint project. Hallman Lindsay's pro painters were incredible. They did the job so much better than we could and made the whole process so much easier on us. All you have to do to get connected is stop into any of Hallman Lindsay's Madison area locations, ask, and they'll help you get set up with the pro painters that are perfect for what you need. Whether it's green, gold, or any other colors that would best fit your home, remember, Wisconsin's best painters use Wisconsin's best paint. And Wisconsin's best painters are the pro painters at Hallman Lindsay Paints. Hallman Lindsay, great paint, great people. And stay tuned for Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute. Here's Pablo Iglesias.
This Badger Minute is brought to you by Bruner Realty, providing excellent real estate and property management services in the Madison area for over 30 years. Contact their team at BrunerRealtyInc.com to get housed today. Wisconsin Volleyball's Carter Booth recording a massive milestone in a wild win over Florida. John Audius with the call.
Florida sets left side, and getting the block is Wisconsin. Getting stopped on the outside is Madkin, Carter Booth, and Grace Egan. And for Carter, that is career block number 500.
Wisconsin back in action, hosting Rutgers at the Fieldhouse, then traveling to Iowa Sunday. ESPN Madison is your proud home for Wisconsin Badgers volleyball.
Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin honors trust and commitment on your behalf before, during, and after the sale.
Order today and get 0% interest for up to 60 months. PellaWI.com.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Keep it right here after Wilde and Tausch, and join us for the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
At Siding Unlimited, we're really excited for the fall season. Not only are we proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics, we are also fired up for an exciting fall season cheering on football and volleyball. If that's not enough, we're really excited to share with you that Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's best window and door installation team. Siding Unlimited is a Pella Platinum Premier National Contractor of the Year award winner 5 times. Looking for new windows and doors? Visit us at sidingunlimited.com or stop by our beautiful showroom in Madison.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious with multiple engine options and impressive towing. While Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability, making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Mark Tauscher here, and your seat at the table just got better at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Return to Hard Rock Casino Rockford's high limit room where the odds are in your favor. With enhanced game rules including blackjack where the dealer stands on soft 17, you'll enjoy better odds, faster play, and the kind of authentic high limit action that sets Hard Rock Casino Rockford apart. Visit the high limit room and rediscover your game on your terms, in your rhythm, and with your edge at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
You gotta get down on Friday. It's time to finish the week off right. It's Feel Good Friday on Wilde and Tausch, painted by Hallman Lindsay.
Born and raised under the rain and a western wind, felt the weight. Try to live up to the say I am. Is it any wonder?
Feel Good Friday, painted by Hallman Lindsay Paints to wrap up the week and wrap up today's show at Steinhoff's. Jesse, you said you got one. You better make it a good one.
Happy birthday to my mother-in-law, Carla, celebrating a birthday today. She says I never give her a proper shout-out when it comes to Mother's Day or any of the other holidays throughout the year. So this is my opportunity on a Feel Good Friday. Coming down later today, we're going to hang out for a bit. Happy birthday
You're going to hang out with your mother-in-law?
For a little bit,
Will your wife be there too, or just you and your
she
mother-in-law?
will be there. She will. It's not a Hunter Vaughn situation. My wife will be there. We'll have.
What do you mean it's not a Hunter Vaughn situation?
Hunter went to that movie with his mother-in-law.
Oh, yeah.
Was it the Superman movie?
Might have been, actually. So,
was he wearing one of my oversized 3X shirts that I
Not
gave
at the
him?
time, I don't think. No. So happy birthday to my mother-in-law, Carla. Looking forward to
happy
celebrating
birthday.
later today.
All right. Happy birthday.
Well, we have a Feel Good Friday for you that was way better than you spending time with your mother-in-law. It's my understanding that not only have you gone viral, but you also have earned a major award.
Is it a leg lamp?
It is not a leg lamp.
Oh, wow.
It is a Good Karma Brands Carmi Award.
Wow.
What the heck?
Congratulations to you.
What? Last time I touched one of these, I broke it. So
Who are you, Graham Mertz?
Yeah, actually. Cool. Thank you. Wow. Look at that. A little major award. This is heavier than I ever expected. Cool. Wow. That's awesome.
So unlike the 1.3 million views that you have taken credit for from Barry Alvarez, this you actually earned.
Woohoo!
And we congratulate you on your award.
Kudos to you, Jesse, and we give you a lot of grief, but you do
you deserve it.
You do deserve it, but you do a good job. And I don't even know, what is that Carmi for? Is it I think it's a Hall of Fame Carmi, if I'm not mistaken.
I was inducted into the Intern Hall of Fame this year. So, yes, I'm a Hall of Famer. So we'll have to update the intro to the show with Hall of Famer Jesse Nelson, who had 1.3 million views from the Barry Alvarez
I'm pretty sure
show.
you'll do that. I feel fairly confident that you'll handle that.
So the question I have.
That's a nice trophy.
That's
It is a nice one.
So I have won. Aaron Rodgers won it for me, and I just happened to also get one. But when we were doing the Aaron Rodgers show, I got one, and it was the actual dog statue. Have we phased those out now, or is this a Hall of Fame specific hologram one? Because I haven't won one since.
I don't know.
This is your first one?
Yeah, that's the first one that I've.
So our show has never won one together?
No.
I don't know. I guess not.
We got to really up our game. Got our 10th anniversary coming up.
I would not submit the tape for today's show if we want to do that.
Well, I couldn't disagree with you more. I feel like the whole show was Hall of Fame worthy today.
The whole show?
I do, yeah.
I feel like we had a great team that got us on the air.
Absolutely.
Made sure everything worked out after maybe some rocky moments to start.
No.
Well, it wasn't even after the show started. It was very good once the show started. There were maybe a few issues before the show began, and we overcame them with our great team. Rachel was amazing.
I'll tell you what, I ain't going to play poker with Rachel. She's got the poker face, like nothing even. She did outside the door here, and we're like, it'll all work out fine. And she's sitting there now. You can't tell if she's rattled or not.
I'm going to be honest with you. I saw Rachel in the early stages.
Was she rattled?
She was rattled.
Okay, so you do want to play. So you do want to play poker with her.
I'm not very good at poker.
Right.
It doesn't matter who I'm playing.
Fair enough.
Maybe Sheep's Head. You'd be better off playing against her.
Well,
you would dominate her because you're so good at it.
One of the top in the world. Yeah.
Some breaking news from the NFL as we say goodbye.
Oh.
Rio de Janeiro will host an NFL regular season game next year. Road trip for our 10th anniversary?
No, I'm good.
They're not going to send us back.
Just wait. Can we get in on that Jesse deal?
We can go for $150
bucks.
$150 you spend a month. You got to spend a month there. It's in Rio de Janeiro.
And in a prison. But other than that, it'll be great.
Well, you have to wear an FBI tag. Other than that, it's perfect.
I'll see you guys Wednesday or maybe never.
Safe travels. Congratulations on your major
There
award.
is a legit chance we don't see Jesse for 2 weeks.
This might be it.
All those that have wished.
Well, you got the award.
For a
That's
different
perfect.
producer.
Going out on top.
Thank you to Danny and everyone from Steinhoffels. They are always such great hosts for us. We love coming here. We will do it again later in the season or next year or whenever somebody opens the doors. That's it for us today. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch? Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin? Commercial free.